So I heard you were Googling sex parties.
Oh wait.
Oh
You have
yes.
to mention the sex parties.
Yes, you did bring it up in the beginning of the thing.
I did bring it up in the beginning.
So I came across. Was it I or you sent? I don't know who
You
sent
sent
it.
it.
I sent it.
It was a wild.
Dang.
If that was my algorithm, it would be wild.
So,
If you guys are in a sex parties
and I'm not inviting you.
and you guys didn't tell me you guys are in a sex parties.
First of all, happy Ramadan to all.
Word. I was
sun's
like,
down,
put
you're
this
good.
out there that I don't pick the topic.
Yeah, he doesn't even read them shits.
Every time I think about
His
sex
eyes are
parties,
burning from reading. He's like, God's punishing me.
Oh my god! So I came across this thing on my feed where
You came all right.
I can't, not for 30 days.
damn, it sucks for you now.
Application.
Yo.
Yo.
What up, everybody? Episode 22. Titles Are Overrated.
It does feel like summer.
22.
I don't want to say welcome back, but welcome back. We made
I
it.
mean,
Welcome back.
you can stop
It's
saying
because we didn't put your song on.
You can stop saying we made it. You can say welcome back to another
Oh,
episode.
word, yeah.
Word.
We made it.
We've been here.
We've been here.
This is
Still here.
this is what we do.
We're not going nowhere. Bad
Maybe,
boys for
maybe.
life.
It depends. Ride together, we die together.
Word.
I'm so happy that the weather's getting better, man.
Yeah, man. I'm not really much of a cold weather kind of guy.
Yeah.
Facts. It's starting to feel like sex party weather.
Mad sweat everywhere. Yeah, would you go to a sex party and then you get next to someone they have like body odor?
Oh nah. How about puke on them? It's gonna be a puke party after that.
That's probably a fetish somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
You wanna hit that button?
You don't slow down.
Oh, you just want to let it rock?
Yeah, I just
Is it
let it
no
rock.
song?
You've never heard it?
I mean, I heard it when you
I don't
guys
believe
posted it.
No, I'm sure you heard it on the radio.
I don't
No.
listen to
He's
the
never on
radio.
the radio.
YouTube, we're playing Childish Gambino. Summertime?
Feels like summer.
Feels like summer, excuse
Yeah,
me.
when he dropped his 2-pack.
Yeah.
His juicy.
That just
Ew.
ended really abrupt.
It did end pretty.
But anyways, welcome back to another episode.
Of Titles Are Overrated.
What?
Yeah.
Your favorite podcast?
Word. My
Word.
favorite podcast.
Word.
He's the only one you listen to.
Yeah, since you listened to last episode.
Yeah, actually, this was the last episode.
Was it the last? Nah, the one before that.
I listened to the one before that.
Before
Yeah,
that.
this one because there's no guest. He didn't want to listen to it.
It's
Yeah.
your girlfriend's favorite podcast.
Word.
I don't know. It's
Probably.
That's
I don't know.
flexing.
That's what Maz
He's like, I
wanted
haven't
to.
asked my girlfriend in a while.
That's what Maz wanted to add in there.
No. I'm no longer the problematic host. I'm the peaceful host. I'm about to get myself a new cup.
You
Yo,
can't
just break it.
how's
Just
your-
break it.
How's your DMs after last?
Yo, surprisingly,
clean.
0. Yeah.
Really?
It was just
How
it was
does
just
that
the
make
regular
you feel?
people.
It's because you an ugly motherfucker.
How does
That's
that
why.
make
Damn. They hurt my feelings, bro.
Damn, my bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, but it was only just the regular people that was messing with me about
The
it.
regs?
That's it.
Yeah.
The regs, yeah.
I got a couple people coming to me
My
for you, but
friends
I
there.
had to filter them out.
Oh, my man,
Oh.
thank you. You took them for yourself?
What was the criteria? You asked for a selfie. Like, show me.
Where'd you ask them?
I told them to write their name on a piece of paper and like send me a selfie so that I knew they were real.
That's what they do in porn.
I mean,
not
that's how you,
catfishing
that's
you?
verification.
It's called like verification.
Verification,
You just
yeah,
gotta-
you gotta verify.
They do that in porn?
I appreciate you, man.
Nah.
I've never seen that
On
in porn.
Reddit, they do
They
that.
they definitely do it on Reddit. Yeah, that's what they do it.
Did you just steal our power?
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
Oh,
You guys
my
can do it if you
God.
want.
Your friends will not combine.
This friendship will not happen.
Oh my God. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Essence House. Shout out to Genuine Photography. Shout out to Static Shooter. Shout out
Hangry.
to Hangry. Word. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out
Shout out
if
to
you're
all
listening
y'all.
right out. Shout out to you. Give yourself
Word.
applause for being here.
And hit that
Word. Subscribe, do all that. The weather's getting better.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
It's about to be 80 this week. But by the time this episode drops, it's going to be 80, 81.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm so sick. I was so sick of this cold. I feel like it was like fucking with my mood.
But we kind of got.
Everything fucks with your mood.
Yeah, we're. At the end of summer, it's gonna be like, I feel like the sun fucking my mood.
Yeah. it might be the music. It was
Fuck
mood
you
music all the
guys.
time.
Watch,
Word.
yeah, and the summer miles will be like, yo, it was a hot summer, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the cold.
Yeah.
I love the cold.
My AC was running high.
Hell no.
Nah, he always complains that like in his place, in his apartment, like it's either really hot or really cold. So watch, during the summer, it's going to be, yo, my fucking AC is on, man.
It's because he has the shortest robe of all time. You can't regulate heat.
I wear a robe in the summertime.
It's just hanging low.
Wait, you don't use your towel robe in the summertime?
No, I do.
How do you moisturize then?
Wait, how do you moisturize with the towel?
I don't know, the towel robe.
Yo, imagine you just dip your towel into like lotion, you start lathering yourself.
Yuck.
Yo, the
That's
other
a
day,
Maz move.
yo, the other
That's a That's a Mozzie.
Yo. Oh my god.
damn, I guess today is just
No, it's
shitting
okay.
on Maz Day.
I like it. I
I
like
like it
this.
too.
I like this energy.
That's another fetish, actually.
I like.
What?
Liking yourself?
Shitting on Maz?
Shitting-
Shit on people.
Yo,
Or just Maz?
somebody come get their mans. Oh my god. No, man. I feel. I mean, I'm sure you guys feel the same. Doesn't it feel like when the weather is like nice out, like your
Yeah.
mood is different?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I drive different when the weather is nice.
Even when I came outside this morning to go to work, I
was
was,
still-
like,
it was
damn,
cold
it's
this
a
morning.
nice day.
Yeah.
It was cold this morning. What are you
It
talking
was
about?
probably left
It was
way earlier
32
than
degrees
me.
outside this morning.
What time were you leaving?
I left at 5:30 this morning.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
sleeping at 5:30 this morning.
All right, this makes
But
sense.
the sun wasn't even out. At
How you
5:30.
expect to be a millionaire every week sleeping at 5:30?
Word, man.
Ooh.
Mm.
Someone once,
Because you know, there's a millionaire somewhere waking up at 3 a.m. going to bed at 2:30.
someone once told me the only way to be a millionaire is if you make money while you sleep.
Mm.
So
So you can't sleep until you make money?
Well, so-
exactly.
well, I mean, he has shout out to Nostalgic Mods.
And shout out to Kyra because she makes money while she sleeps.
Oh, that's
It's true.
facts.
That's
Shout out to
true.
Kyra. Word. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're nostalgic mods. When I wake up, I just look at nostalgic mods, see if I got an order. It's been a little bit dry
I
lately,
mean,
but
I really hope you would do
Yeah,
that.
it hasn't
and
been
not
wetting
be
your whistle?
Shitty customer service.
yeah.
It hasn't been wetting your whistle. Nice.
Have you been? But do you? I never asked you. How do you promote your? Because you don't do.
So I haven't been promoting a lot this year, to be honest with you, because I just started that job and I've been so busy. So honestly, just people finding me and keeping up with those orders is, yeah, just people finding me, keeping up with those orders is like a job all in itself. So I haven't been promoting, to be honest
Okay.
with you. I have a whole bunch of products that I need to drop, but I just want to make sure I can keep up with the
with the demand.
demand once I.
You ever thought about
drop it.
outsourcing?
I have, but it would be hard to keep to make sure that the quality is the way I want it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a whole process all in itself.
Yeah, because
so
you're a stickler for quality.
I am,
Nice.
I really am. But yeah, trying to make more money while I sleep on this podcast.
Yo,
I'd be checking if we had. I checked the other day if we had more subscribers, and
No, we didn't.
we did.
We're at 120. I think.
We're at 120. Yeah, we
Yeah.
went up.
Yeah, last time
We
I
don't
checked, we were like, what, 118?
119.
119?
119. Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
she lost one.
I was like, was that me?
So if you're listening right now and you're not subscribed, just subscribe, yo.
Where our numbers are kind of.
Because I'd be checking it out.
All I hear from Oz is like people have been asking about the
The
videos
video.
and they don't even like it. We got like
Word.
4 likes and the 4 here.
Yo, but you know what I don't like about YouTube is that you have to have an account in order for you to like something. Or I feel like if they got rid of that, it would have been so much easier. Because people, I get what people are saying. Like I would be, if I already didn't have a YouTube account, I don't think I would make one just to like somebody's
Yo, if
video.
you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube
Yeah,
account.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But think about it. I get where they're coming from.
Wait, I didn't know that. If you had a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account?
And
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people are logged into their YouTube already. so-
Yeah,
So like every app that you can like anything, you have to sign up for.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
because
get
they
what
don't
you're
want
saying.
bots to just go and just mass
Start liking shit.
Word, these
Like
fucking
Spice.
bots. Yo, have you guys been getting bots lately on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like crazy?
Even
Yo,
our page,
Yo,
like
they
you see how many.
they support us so hard.
Yeah.
Yo, they support
I
us
love
more
them.
than our
Shout out
freaking
to the
family.
bots.
Shout out to the
Word.
bots.
I know it's a bot.
Always
I'll
trying
still
to
go
get
to
me
the
to suck
page
their-
just to verify. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right.
I mean, their names are outrageous. Want to see my wet pussy?
Yeah,
like their
yeah.
video. I was like, yes, I do.
He's like, yeah, yes, I do.
Follow you back.
Follow you back. And you
Nah.
never see it. It's just dry.
Yeah, no, but they
Yeah,
have,
yeah, pussy fat.
yeah. Yo, but they have some that are like whatchamacallit, like the bots. They're like entrepreneur, blah blah blah, and they have like mad followers and mad following. I'm like,
Right.
is it really a bot? I'm like, it has.
For me, it's always Bitcoin. People are just always like just adding me and be like, they're Bitcoin like investors.
Gurus.
Yeah, and I'm just like, nothing about my page. It's always my private page too.
Yeah.
Nothing about my private page says that I need any of this nonsense.
any Bitcoin nonsense. And then they have the other ones that the one that commented on my post. I think I posted something.
Oh yeah, post your shit on
Post your
Def
sh-
Jam.
Oh yeah, promote it here, blah blah. So I actually went to the page and it had 1 million followers. I'm like, oh shit, you guys.
Yeah,
should-
but it's not his page.
no. I went to the page.
So I went to his page and I told him to promote on our page.
Oh nice. Did you do
Did
it?
you really?
I think I might, but I think he deleted it.
Yeah, so I went to that page and it had 1 million followers on that page. And I went through the followers and it's all like bots, like paid for
Yeah.
like
Oh,
zero
yeah. Yeah,
following. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is something that a family member would have done. Paid for
Yeah.
followers. Yeah.
Word.
Oh, I just call what you said.
Oh,
Paid
me
for
too.
followers.
I was like,
Unforgivable.
what's he talking about?
Yuck. Disgusting. Oh my god.
I was actually thinking about getting verified on Instagram. I'm like, yo, we
Yo,
got a
you should do
podcast.
it.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$10.
$10 a
10,
month?
$50. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, by the way, I know someone had mentioned that we missed the premiere. That's because we were all hanging out together. We were breaking fast.
Word.
Wait, who said we missed the premiere?
I did.
Yeah, it was Riyadh.
I was like, yo, when are we dropping this?
Yeah, because we had like 13,
I put it for a little bit later, and I was like,
8:30.
8:30,
Yeah,
and then I forgot.
we forgot about it. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
breaking
Me and
fast
you were
together.
chilling and we were like,
Yeah,
it was like, oh shit, it's Friday.
yeah.
Because we dropped a Friday.
And then I jumped on. I saw Taylor was like, "Yeah, I want to see Steve high," and I knew what she was talking about. Because she's like, "I want to see Steve that way." I was like, "What you thought?" I was like, "Oh, because I was high."
Yeah. So shout out to the people that was there at the premiere. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and after Ramadan, we might do a high episode.
Word.
Or try to figure out who's a high episode because I don't know if your jobs
Word.
see this podcast and then be like, oh shit, you're high in a podcast.
Yeah, I think with weed especially, I don't think
All right,
I don't think
cool.
it's a
So we
big
need to
thing,
do
huh?
acid instead.
Got
it.
triple on
Yeah, I
acid.
don't think. Would you pop for shrooms? Can you
I,
pop, like a piss test? Can you pop for?
shrooms, you're gonna probably it's only gonna be in your system for a couple of days, probably.
But do they test for it?
I believe so, yeah, because
Oh.
it's illegal in most states.
Yeah, but so is steroids. But you need the blood work to do steroids. Like, is the test difference? What I'm asking.
I don't know. That I don't know.
Very well.
Wait, so I could have been done steroids the whole time and not get popped for it?
Yep.
Awesome.
I remember they.
You're gonna come to the next spot, man, probably like Johnny Bravo.
Hey, what's up, guys?
fuck up your liver.
Tank top yelling, "I don't fit you."
Yep.
Oh my god. But yeah, so we missed that premiere, but we'll be there for the next one. Yo, we need to figure out. I really want to do this versus thing, man. I feel like it'll be so much fun. Do you guys want to do it after Ramadan, or do you guys want to do it like?
Do it right now?
We don't even have it queued up.
Oh,
Nah,
word.
yeah, we should definitely do something probably after Ramadan because
Yeah.
it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
we
survivors.
have to figure out a way to do it so that we can watch it without it getting blocked. Because YouTube will block it almost automatically if you're live streaming music without permission.
What about Instagram?
I don't know. I don't know if we're that popular, but I know they've stopped people from live streaming if they heard music that's too loud. Like they have the algorithms running. Like they did it for Mo and Rory back in the day, and he was like, "Bro, that was my song." When he was dropping. A
Oh
single,
yeah.
And he was like, "It's not even released yet. How did they give me
Shit for it.
a
Yeah.
DCMA strike or whatever, or DMCA strike?"
So maybe we should do it on Patreon and just not have a subscription set up yet. Because you could do that. You could come to the Patreon
we should
without
do it on
subscribing.
Twitch.
Twitch also blocks it.
What about Kick?
What's Kick?
Kick is like Twitch. It's a live stream, but with less rules.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
sounds like my type of place.
Yuck.
Wait, what is it called? Kick?
Kick.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were just making shit up.
Nah, Kick.
You think I'm just randomly giving the company names?
Yo, didn't we use
Kick
that
used
like
to be a
on-
messenger?
Yeah,
it's a
I
messenger
remember.
service.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that was still around.
I don't know.
Yeah, Kick is now a live stream platform.
Nice.
So they're
Good job,
competing
Kick.
with Twitch. I think they just signed Aiden Ross over there, and I think they're
Who's
bringing.
Aiden Ross?
He's like an influencer. It's like a young generation thing.
Those
Same-
damn Gen Zs.
you guys know about Kai?
Who?
Okay. Kai, yeah, he's also another live streamer.
no idea who you're talking about.
He
I
had
know
the-
Aiden Ross. I don't know who Kai is though.
Kai, yeah. So Kai's he's another
Oh,
influencer.
Kai's the black dude with the dreads,
Yeah.
and then he shaved his dreads off.
No, he still has the dreads.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a dude that was like all over the World Cup.
Yeah. No, that's
the one that
Speed.
made
Speed.
Oh,
Oh.
that's Speed. Nah,
Oh, so the one that made fun of the Chinese kid?
Yeah, but Kai is another one. He's also an influencer who has like millions of followers. He's also coming over to Kick as well because Twitch has like so many rules on what you can't do, what safety standards and stuff like that. And Kick is just like, yo, come over here. You can do whatever you want.
But is that a good thing?
kind of like
I'm sure it's not, especially for like pornographic reasons. But What are you gonna do? This is America.
You said it's spelled K-I-K?
K-I-C-K.
I think it's still
K-I-C-K.
it's the same company that we had. Like remember like
Yeah, the message.
Back in the day?
2010, I think.
Yeah.
And how do you look up the pornographic on it?
The pornographics.
That was actually in sync. I'm mad I laughed like
Kawhi Leonard.
You
Yeah,
do
Kawhi
kind of laugh
Leonard.
like Kawhi Leonard.
I do,
It's
right?
Weird.
I got a weird laugh. Yo, do you guys think my
What?
laugh is funny?
Did you say I got a weird laugh? Yo, the more I hear it, the more it sounds like Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, do you guys think I have a weird laugh?
I don't know. Laugh.
I don't. No.
You don't laugh?
No, I said laugh. Let's hear it.
I can't just laugh on cue like that. It's weird, bro.
I don't judge people's laughs.
Word.
So you-
I judge people's laughs if it's like wild.
Yeah?
But if it's just
Like,
like,
Oh my
I
god.
didn't want to press the button. we need that laugh on this board.
Yeah, I'll take it. We'll clip it.
but that's from the I forgot which reels or the people pretending to be dads, and they say every time they say a bad joke they go
Yeah.
Oh, the memes, right?
yeah, that one.
The fucking
That clip
robot.
also.
We should do a skit like that.
Like we're all dads.
Oh my
No,
god.
when we're like slow laughing. That's just funny.
Or
A
to-
montage of us slow.
I mean, we were doing it earlier for the time lapse.
Yeah, they didn't show it. It looked like you were moving on.
Yo, so speaking of laughs, what do you guys think? Well, Steven had brought this up. What trait about yourself do you feel is your attention grabber? Like, what do you think? Like people would. I'm sure I'm explaining this wrong, Steven.
No, I just
But-
like so. If you walk in a room, like, what do you think?
People will notice you for.
Yeah,
Right away, like first impression, or
whatever you think it is. Like for me, like I feel like I can walk into a room and just like not be noticed because
Damn, that's
I-
sad.
I
That's a
prefer
sad
that.
one.
but I prefer that. Like I don't want to be like
or stealthy.
yeah. There you go.
No, it's
I
not
walk
good.
in and like people.
Like, yo, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, Steve's here. I've been here for 2 hours.
That's
Basically, that's why I sit in the back of the class.
No, but I think if I saw you walked in, I don't know. This is gonna sound mad possible. I'm not even gonna say this shit.
But that's what I mean. Like but what do you think? Like, is that you want to show off? Like sometimes, like I think Arf always wears an outfit that he's like, yo, I want this to stand out.
Oh yeah, I always
Yeah.
do. Like 90% of the time.
So you think your outfit is an attention grabber?
Oh yeah. So me personally, if I walk into a room, I think people be like, yo, that dude right there, I want to be that dude's friend. Yo, I want to be cool with that guy right there because that guy looks like he knows how to party. Or
But is it weird that the creepers, when we went to Mixa, they wanted to be your friend?
they want to be my friend.
They wanted to be your friend.
What? They want to be my friend.
Yeah, because you guys had the same outfit.
We did have the same outfit on.
No,
Post
who
outfit.
did the creeper wanted to be friends with?
Yeah, because he
No,
liked the
no,
clothes.
It was him.
It was Arif.
No, because he was
It
small.
was Arif.
It was Arif.
He was humping the floor in front of Arif, right?
Yeah,
I wasn't humping the
No.
floor. He was
No,
on
He was on the floor. But the crazy
But
part,
then you joined it.
Humping the floor at the same time.
you want to hear the crazy part? Like months later, he was like, yo, I'm thinking about getting a mustache. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, and you did have it.
And then I did look like the guy. Like we were brothers, like identical twin brothers. It's crazy.
Oh shit.
Yo,
That was such a crazy freaking part
Experience.
of that trip, though.
it was.
Thank God I wasn't there for that.
Oh, you weren't?
No, he wasn't.
I don't want to see nobody get abducted.
Well,
I don't. Yeah.
But anyways,
long story short, we saved that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did not happen.
you guys saved a marriage. You guys saved a life, maybe.
Steven made a new friend.
Stephen made
Yo,
a
he was
friend.
not my friend the next day though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
he was-
he probably doesn't even remember.
Nah, he just looked pissed, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Shout out to Corey.
Is that his
That
name?
was his name.
Oh, shout out
And
to Corey.
And what's his
I can't
fiance
remember her
wife's name?
I don't know.
No, I don't
She was an
remember.
engineer as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like Amy.
She was a fuel cell engineer or something like that.
Well,
And they live in Texas,
shout out to Jane.
I can't
No,
remember.
no, Massachusetts. some shit like that.
Massachusetts. Corey and
No, they were
Topanga.
Midwest, but they were
Corey
going
and
to school.
Topanga.
Corey and Topanga from Massachusetts.
Mr. Feeney is their neighbor.
If you guys are
Feeney.
watching this, these guys right here saved your marriage and your life.
and you guys don't even know it.
Word.
know it.
You guys were too fucked up to realize.
No, but I've also been
But yo,
told.
if I didn't go to the bathroom, we would have never known. I would have never known.
Yeah, because that's where you met the guy in the bathroom.
I didn't
Yeah.
meet the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I
he
was
overheard,
pissing.
yeah.
I overheard them talking.
Nah,
You
I
been listening
heard.
to people in the bathroom?
I heard you following him in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I was already in the bathroom and they pulled up.
He was pooping.
Because the guy was cool with us first. The guy was cool with us first, and he was like, "I'm gonna go take a piss," and you were like, "Yeah, me too." So you just
He held hands the whole way.
Yeah,
I don't want to get
Don't
lost.
disrespect me like that.
Damn.
I don't want to get lost.
I didn't
See,
know- I
that's
didn't follow
the story
nobody.
I heard. I heard that story.
Fuck you guys.
That's the one that you saw in the cameras.
Fuck you guys.
When we-
And fuck
when
that
we
dude.
snitched him out.
Pause. Oh my god.
So aside from walking into the room, what was the question was, what do you think? What trait about you do you think
Oh yeah.
that
So,
someone finds attractive?
so I had my voice. I've been told I have a very distinctive voice.
In a good way or bad way?
I mean,
Is
Like
distinctive.
seductive way? Like, are you trying to like
I'm not trying to-
sugarcoat what they told you?
nah, they're like, yo, I really like your voice, and I was like, I really like my voice too.
What was his name?
No, it was a girl.
Ooh, congrats.
Congrats.
Wrong button.
Did you ask your wife
But
like,
it's
yo,
better for a girl
yo.
to say than a dude.
I know, but
Yeah.
the way you said congrats,
Congrats, bro.
it's like it finally happened.
Yeah, and
I mean-
I've also been told that I have really good eye contact.
People have seen your eyes.
Only when I want them to.
you just tip it forward?
Damn,
Oh, it's kind of stuck right now.
I'm in love.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See,
you put
see
a-
how good that was? That
Put
was
a
1
spell on
second.
him.
You're like the Cyclops of love. Just like
He said, "That's why I got to wear these glasses."
Oh my
I'm basically the
God.
brown cupid. So
The brown cupid.
hitting your people with your arrows.
Oh my god.
my big brown arrows.
What about you, Riyadh?
I think it's my sense of humor. I think the first thing people notice is probably, well, I think I'm like you. I think I could walk in somewhere and people probably wouldn't notice unless I go in there and announce myself or something like, "What up, everybody?"
Is it Arthur over here
Wait,
walking down the street?
Which happens sometimes. It depends on the event I'm going to, right? But
I need you to announce yourself right every room you can walk into.
I mean,
from
I
now
usually
on.
do.
You slide in.
I just picture Riyadh walking in. Mad jolly.
What up, everybody?
It's Riyadh.
Welcome back to another episode.
Looking like one of the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh my god. But yeah, I agree with you, man. You have a good sense of humor.
Thank you.
Yeah. Word. That word.
Yeah, but in school, were you considered a class clown, or are you just like mad quiet in the back?
In school, I could always make anyone laugh. So I wouldn't say I was the class
Let me see your
clown,
report cards. If I don't see it in the report cards, I don't believe people.
that I'm a class clown.
Yeah.
I knew how to walk the fine line.
Nope.
Yeah, what's the
We
wildest?
all went to school.
I got
That fine line
in
doesn't
trouble
work.
in junior high school for giving my
Teacher
math
blowjob?
teacher a nickel.
You were trying to bribe him with a nickel?
I gave him a nickel because I got a 60 on the test, and
It went south.
I needed a 65 to pass because 65 was passing.
Are you sure you
And my
didn't
parents were
69?
like, "Yo, you better pass that next test."
So you sucked his soul?
No, I just gave him a nickel, and he's like, "Are you trying to bribe me?" I was like, "Dude, this is a joke. Chill. I was showing you I was good at math."
Trying to show him something else?
No, never did that. I thought that was pretty funny.
He thought so too.
I was cracking up walking back to my desk.
Oh my god. Oh. Yo, what's the wildest thing that a teacher said about you on your report card?
I don't
No?
remember.
Yo, one time this teacher wrote, "Who is this student?"
Yeah.
It's like,
No, I had that too. It was in Hillcrest.
Oh, did you go to
I
class?
never showed
Yeah,
up.
it was freaking math class.
Yeah.
I hated that class so
I had a
much.
0 at that bitch.
No, she
And
had
he
like a
wrote
15. I didn't even know that was possible.
a 15. So you did show up.
No,
I got a 15 like once in a while.
Oh.
Once in a while, it would have been better if you just didn't show.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is that I took math A all throughout high school, like literally freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year,
Yeah.
and I finally passed math A senior year.
you were so good at it that they just wanted to keep
Yeah,
you around.
they're like, "Yo, this guy is
They're
such
like,
a good
"Can you-
algebra person.
We need to keep him back.
They need to keep me back."
Tutor the new kids.
yeah.
Can you imagine
You was a
tutoring?
role model.
I'd be a great tutor.
All right, guys, make eye contact with me.
Yeah. Listen to my voice.
I love my new tutor.
He's just whispering some like freshman's neck.
Word.
He's like 5 + 5 is what?
This is why I was never a teacher.
Do you like my voice?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
How about you, man? Like
Yeah, what
when,
about you?
when you walk into a room,
It's tall.
tall.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, shut up, Siri. I'm not talking to you right now.
Actually, well, first of all, I thought we didn't have topics this week because I completely forgot we switched to Notion. So yesterday I was freaking out. I'm like, dude, we got no topics. And right when I said it to him, I'm like, oh shit, we switched to Notion because I didn't see anything in the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, it's definitely my height. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think my height kind of gives it away because you could, unless like we're at a MBA conference or some shit or around.
How many of those have you gone to?
None, zero.
Unless we're like he's experienced, like, oh, you're too short.
Yeah, this is why I always tell you when you walk next to me, you know what to do.
Pat you in the head.
Oh, a slouch, right?
Yeah.
Slouch down.
Not slouch, it's scooch.
Scooch.
Anytime me and Miles are walking anywhere,
Is it slouch?
Slouch.
Every word. What English are you speaking right now?
I was like, scooch a little bit.
You got
Scooch
to scout.
Scouch a little
We
bit.
both went to ESL.
Yeah, but you needed it.
He called you an
my God.
immigrant.
I am an immigrant.
I know.
You imagine getting offended by something that's true?
Oh, right.
Called you an immigrant. Oh,
Yeah.
Damn,
he called you guys Indian. I'm not.
You brown.
You mad, bro?
I am brown.
Yeah. But I think it's my height. I think, obviously when I walk in, that's the first thing people notice. But I think I have a kind face where people could come up because this always happens.
Yo, why are you looking at me for?
Oh, yo, what's up with you,
Yo,
bro?
I was good. I was good until you look. You're about to cry.
Hold up. You don't think I have a kind face?
Yeah, I do. But then
No,
you're like,
but do you know who told them that? Because I feel like you know a little more.
no, I heard. I look like I have a kind face that people can come.
Hey, you stop right there.
He's just
That was it.
Pause.
Who told you you had a kind face?
You're doing the nasty, and they're like, your face is so kind. And
No,
then just
nobody
like,
told me that
explosion.
I have a kind face. The reason why I feel it is I feel like no matter where, if I'm in a public place, people randomly come up to me and talk to me. For example, I was doing laundry yesterday.
yeah.
Yesterday, right? So there's like this old
You guys do
Asian
laundry
lady.
together?
No.
No, I just
okay.
pointed at him because me and him was playing Call of Duty when I was
Got it.
doing laundry. And then there's this Asian lady who's struggling. She's like an older lady who's struggling to put her clothes in the dryer. So I feel bad. So I went over and I was like, hey, do you need some help? She said something I didn't understand. I just proceeded to help her anyway. And I put her clothes in there. And then I went back and I was folding my clothes. She literally came up and was like giving me her entire life story. Mind you, I didn't say one word after like I loaded her clothes.
I mean, you just
You
helped
touched her underwear.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't her underwear. It was like I don't
In
know
some
what it was.
cultures,
You smelled that. You like people pay top dollar for this.
You fondled her unmentionables.
So I have a creep face, not a kind face.
No, a little bit of the crust.
A phlegm.
Oh,
Oh my god.
some gruel.
But yeah, but she told me her entire life story. She showed me her pictures of her grandkids and shit like that, and it was that's
she
the
was
first
trying.
time.
She was trying to make you not rob her. That's what she was trying to
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
do.
No,
Maybe.
no, I didn't. I was dressed like
To impress?
A hoodlum?
no. I just had a t-shirt on.
You just had a
You know,
t-shirt
where's your
on?
pants?
Dude, that's indecent.
Just because you wear the robe, that doesn't mean that you
You're
wear your
the
pants.
laundromat.
He's like, oh, I need to watch his pants too.
Yo, I be doing that when I do laundry. I'm like, yo, these pants I gotta wash.
Yeah,
Take
but
my
you're
pants.
home. That's different.
Yeah, I'm home, though.
He puts his sneakers back on after he takes his pants off. The floor is dirty.
Miles is like, yo,
Oh
I
my
definitely seen
God.
mad music videos where people fall in love in laundromats. This is gonna be me.
That is true. There is mad music videos where they're in the laundromats and then like she's in the cart
And
and pushing people around.
Yeah.
Damn, I want that.
Get in the cart next
almost
time.
found it, man.
almost had
Just
it.
jump in the
You found
car.
it. She already had a whole life.
Word, she did. No, but she was
She-
married.
she-
She was married to a dentist.
Anyway, so she said that you have a kind face.
No, she didn't say that, but that has happened to me in multiple occasions. Especially when I used to work in the city, I used to be on the train. People would randomly sit next to me and just have conversations. Some of them would just speak Spanish to me, and I'd be like, "See."
No one
You know what I'm
talks to me
saying?
ever.
Huh?
No one talks to me ever.
No,
No.
You have
that's
unkind
what I'm
face.
saying.
Yeah,
I feel like you have an aggressive face.
I do. I just no smiling. I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just I'm
Stay
here.
the fuck away from me.
I'm here to do whatever I need to do and
Yeah.
get the fuck out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I have the type of face where people could like feel welcome. I mean, that's not the face that I want to give out, but people just randomly come up to me and talk to me all the time.
Yeah, maybe because you're
I struggle to smile.
kind-hearted.
Do you smile at people?
No, I give them the white
Oh.
smirk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just started doing that.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But only one side for me pops up like.
No, that was What's wrong with that guy?
He has to
I
write a
just
stroke.
stuck to him.
This guy,
so you guys smile at people?
No,
No,
you
like-
know if you're walking by
So-
someone.
Yeah, just hello.
Nod.
No, but
I don't nod at dudes
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, maybe if I
And,
know
like,
that.
I not pause. I not a dude. Like if somebody's just looking at me, but I nod like, yo, what's up? Like, is there like a
what's
problem?
up? What's
with,
up?
with your kind face.
Nah.
What's up? You got a good day?
What you
You
looking
need help
at?
with your laundry? What's up, blood?
What's up? I mean, like, I don't know what's on.
I mean, me and Steven talked about this. Like, if you're looking at me, I will look at you until one of us
Looks away.
is usually the other person looks away, or there's like a conversation. Because I don't like that. Don't look at me looking at you, looking at me.
What if they never look away and you never look
What if
away?
they're blind? I've
Then
definitely seen that.
Then we're in love.
They were-
But I don't stare people like I don't like stare people down. I just look, and if they're looking at me, I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't really care. But like I will keep because I look at everyone.
Yeah.
Like anything that moves, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, word. PTSD, bro. Yeah.
So for me, it's whatever. I just don't smile at people. But I found out like later on, like you're supposed to be like approachable, and I'm just like, all right. I try now. Like if someone like at work and whatever, like I'll smile, like, oh hi, like whatever.
Yeah.
But that's
Damn,
mad.
you don't even acknowledge your coworkers.
No,
Fuck you, Karen.
I try not to. Like I try to just like sit down right there and just sit down, whatever. Like I'm not trying to do anything.
Damn it, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like but like once I get to know people, like for me, like that attention grabber, like I don't think, unless I'm dressed like really fancy and no one else is dressed, like I don't think I'm catching anyone's attention, which is fine by me. Like I'm not really trying to be
Word. I'm
be
not
loud
either.
in any form of fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think after a while, like I think people were later on would be like, "Oh, you're actually funny," and I'm like, "Oh, I know that."
Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like, I can't believe it took me so long for you to figure this out.
Yeah,
Word.
they were like, "You don't talk ever." I'm like, "Yeah, I actually prefer that."
I'm actually uncomfortable with you talking to me right now.
Yeah. If you don't say something funny fast,
Yeah, get the
this
fuck out of
this
here.
conversation's done.
Silently get up and walk away. Conversation.
Go talk to Mas.
Who is this student?
Like,
Oh
I know
my
this funny
God.
guy.
Oh, yeah. But I wonder what other people are thinking. Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to know like, well, I'm a
Yo, leave a comment.
word.
If you're watching this right now, leave a comment on what you notice about us.
Where like I've heard people say like they like when men come in with confidence, and I'm like, yo, how do you do that?
You had to do the Arthur walk.
Nah, you didn't
Come on
just
with your
walk in the
chest
room.
and shit.
Like, yo, what up? What up?
What up? What
That's
up?
not confidence.
That's confidence right there.
What up? What up?
That's not confidence.
Yeah,
Whatever.
What up? What up?
Not even saying full words. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Damn, there's another guy with Tourette's.
That guy stutters too.
Oh my God.
Like, do you have to kick in the door? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Oh my God.
Yo, my notion isn't working.
Your Notion isn't working here.
Yeah.
Use my Notion.
Nice, thanks.
Yeah.
But also at the, yeah, I don't know. But I think the traits that AI listed for us, that was mad lazy. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah.
It gave us 10. Was confidence, good communication skills, intelligence, attractiveness, passion, sense of humor, kindness, ambition, emotional stability, and physical fitness.
Dude, I have like 9 of these. Yo,
Except for intelligence.
I mean,
You can't have them all.
That math A was a direct indication.
Oh my God. I can understand if you're physically fit, I guess you would notice that person.
Yeah, a lot of these
Yeah.
things, like I don't think you can like off jump figure it out.
Yeah, because it's hard to figure out if somebody has confidence.
I feel
How
like
would you-
I
how
feel
would
like
you-
the only people that ever met that were trying to show confidence were those people who were like, yeah, and like mad loud for no fucking reason. I'm like,
that's not confidence.
bro, but
can fuck up everybody in here.
yeah, pretty
That's how
much.
you walk into a
Yeah.
room.
Start pushing
me
people
now.
like, yo, what up?
I'd be like,
I thought you said I'll fuck a baby. I was like, what?
What is wrong with your hearing
I don't know.
today?
Punt a
I
baby.
gotta change these.
Watch this,
headphones.
guys. Hey, ladies,
Watch this. I'm fucking with it.
Wait, you want to see a baby fly?
oh my
Confidence, got it. Sense of humor, got it.
Mm.
Kindness, got it.
Mm.
Communication skills, I've been told I can work on that.
Mm.
Ambition, sure.
Mm.
Sure.
Attractiveness, yeah.
Mm.
Emotion stability, okay. Passion, fruit.
Passion for
Yo,
real.
but how do you hold on? But how do you show off emotional stability when you just meet somebody?
You just,
I mean,
you just tell them.
Nah, like
So-
so.
Hi, I'm Maz, I'm emotionally stable.
Some people do
I haven't
that.
had a breakdown since I came here.
Some people do that. But emotional stability is usually like having a conversation that can make you angry,
Yeah.
but you're like calm about it.
You're cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, or like something that's sad and you understand and you show empathy or
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That's
I
like
got you.
you're able to allow someone to feel things without you feeling the need to express like your feelings and stuff like that.
But that's after you have a conversation, right? You won't get that off the bat.
That's what I'm
Excuse
saying.
me.
Like a lot of the traits that people always talk about, like I think it's you have to get to know someone or have that conversation. And in most cases, at least now, like I don't know, having that initial conversation is like one of the biggest hurdles in the entire world.
Yeah.
Do you know who the most emotional, stable people are?
Who?
The people with the stickers on the back of their car with their family.
Oh.
Yuck.
They're emotional stable because they have the picture.
Yo, every time I see that shit, I just want to come and scrape all that shit off. That
Why?
shit annoys
You don't
the
like
hell
families?
out of
You
me.
don't like
Yeah,
families?
you don't like. I don't know why it
Fuck your
bothers you
family.
so much. He asked me why they do it. I'm like, they're just customizing their car. They're making it their own.
I think people putting stickers on their car is wild.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Ria
I
has
have stickers on my car.
No, I gotta understand if you're sponsored, right? There's a ton.
He just has a giant 8 on his car.
He paid he
88.
paid this to put on his car
Put it on the
to
car.
make it look like someone sponsored.
You don't have a nostalgic mod sticker on your car?
No, other
you
people
don't
have nostalgic mod sticker on their car. They asked me to make it for them. Shout out to our right-hand drive JZA70, but he was like, "Yo, make me some stickers." I was like, "I got you, bro. I'm gonna look into it." And then like a year later, he just sent me. He was like, "Look, check it out," and he has a nostalgic mod sticker on there.
Yo, he paid for himself to get the sticker of your company?
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I hope you send us some free shit.
Yeah, he got some stuff. He
Nice.
did a YouTube video for me. He did a bunch of stuff. He's always he like promotes my shit more than I promote my shit.
Yo, shout out to you, man.
Word.
Whoever you are. Word.
Yeah, I don't know his name. I can't remember.
That's what's up.
But that's how car guys are. Like I'll be like the dude with the black, 90 Supra.
Yeah. Nah, but I don't know why, but it always pisses me off. Like, why are you giving us so much information? Because you got your fucking dog, all your kids lined up. If I was a fucking killer or a predator, like I know your entire family.
You definitely don't know your entire family from a friggin' stick
Right.
figure.
You
in the
could
back
also
of it.
just look into the window and see who's in the car.
I
know
also
what I'm
don't
talking about?
believe in pictures in the house.
I
I think that's weird.
Because they captured the soul.
I never thought
That's
of that.
actually-
I mean,
it's actually a Muslim thing, I think.
yeah.
Oh, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until you mentioned it because I'm so used to not having pictures in the house as well. So it's like normal, but now you mentioned it, these walls are kind of plain.
Yeah, I didn't have pictures until my son was born, and then I had pictures on my wall.
Now you have a soul.
Now I have a soul.
Trying
On
to
your
hold his
wall.
hand.
Yeah,
all
shout
the
out to
time.
my little man. Word. If you guys are hearing, there's a whole bunch of kids. There's a whole bunch of kids.
There's 3 kids downstairs playing DS or Wii or something.
Word. Spring break time.
But yeah,
But yeah, like I said, if I was like if I didn't like you and I wanted to hurt you, I know your entire family. I just have to follow you home, and I know I'm gonna kill your dog. I'm gonna kill all your kids. I'm gonna kill you, your grandmother that you got up there. I know your entire lifeline.
Yeah, right.
You don't kill a
You could sit
dog?
over here. And be like, yeah, what's wrong with you?
I mean
Yo, listen, if you the op,
So if your child got like student of the month, would you put that bumper sticker on your car?
no.
What if he got valedictorian?
What if he made it to Harvard?
I would be very proud of him.
What
but
if he
I
made
don't-
it to Harvard?
I don't
My
need to-
child made it to Harvard.
No, I don't need to announce that. Why? Yo, do you guys give a fuck?
What
Do
if-
you guys ever pull up to them and be like, "Oh my god, congratulations! Like your son is the best."
Sometimes. I
I'd be
got
like-
student of the month, and my dad didn't do that.
Oh,
I just
Damn.
kept that bumper sticker on my notebook.
tell us
How long you been holding that one in?
Yeah,
for?
how does that
Damn,
make you
I'm
feel?
clipping for sure.
Quite some time.
There it is.
Does it keep you up at night?
is that
I
what
still
you,
have the sticker.
is that what you do you start doing bad in school afterwards?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck it, doesn't matter.
I started rebelling.
I was waiting for your child's the worst child in this school.
You did a bad job of doing that too.
If your
What-
dad,
what if-
was here right now, what would you say to him?
He wouldn't talk. Yo, Rhea talks so less when his dad's around.
There's nothing to say to him.
Yeah.
If he asks a question, then I'll talk to him. But
Yeah,
You guys have the weirdest relationship, man.
It's not that weird.
it's not that weird. Me and my mom barely talk.
No, I talked to my dad about, but we'll talk about like
There has to be a purpose.
technical, like exactly.
Yeah.
There needs to be some
Yeah.
type of like we'll talk about whatever machines or why something's not working or I don't know.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about
about
like politics?
No,
Sports?
I don't.
Sports?
Do
No,
they
we
even-
don't want sports.
Do they vote? Your parents
No.
vote?
I don't
That's
think
wild.
so.
Yeah, me too. Dude, I have like bare minimum. Did you eat? Do you need money? Did you take your prescription?
Did your mom ever talk to
Say-
you about girls?
Are you wild? No,
Okay.
no way.
Me too. No, I'm not talking about girls.
Yeah, I never got the. I never got
talked
talk.
about girls, and then
Yeah.
I told him I was told to stay away from them, and then I was told
Why aren't you married?
why aren't you married?
Yo,
Because you
yo.
told me to stay away from girls.
That is such a
Like, yo,
stigma.
He's like, yeah, stay away from them and do good in school.
Yeah.
Don't even look at them.
Did your mom ever talk to you about girls?
Yeah, see, yo, in the brown community, it's like a shame. Like, yo, don't look at girls. Don't talk about sex and all that. Right after you get married. So when you guys having kids, when
Yeah,
you guys,
why aren't you married?
I think it's like
yo,
overly religious things like that.
not
like,
even.
Like white people with Christianity and shit.
Yeah.
anything like that.
Like you go and you have like this Orthodox Jews who can't, like the boys can't look at girls or touch them or get near them or whatever for X amount of time. I don't know. It's mad weird. But nonetheless, I think it's like overly religious places. Because if you go to, I don't know, I'm pretty sure India is not like that.
What?
Like where don't look at like boys, don't look at girls.
No, it is like that.
In India?
Yeah. But they do it anyway because they're so I've that saying where people tell you not to do this
and then you
want to do it more. Like when you're a young boy growing up, your hormones are naturally gonna act for you, right? Especially if
at what age? Because I knew mad dudes who would like if you ask them like, yo, you talking to a girl, they go, ew.
Still?
No, I mean no. That'd be wild. But
imagine
I mean,
imagine asking a girl. Well, I mean, it depends on their sexual preference, but yeah.
But like I remember like up to like 12, like kids were still doing that shit. I'm like, that's mad weird.
12
I've liked girls since I was like in kindergarten. I was just crazy about them.
Yeah. I think I first started liking girls in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yeah, I started liking girls in the 3rd grade. Shout out to Rachel. What's up, ma?
3rd grade also. Shout out to Miss Leone.
Well, you had a pretty teacher?
Sure did.
Wait, is she pretty or was she just pretty to you?
I mean, she was pretty back then. She was pretty to me.
She's probably like 80 now.
She got married.
She's probably stuck in
Damn.
She's now Miss Wolf.
You trying to break that up? Let's do this, bro.
This guy knows.
She still teaches.
Yeah.
She's a principal now.
He's like, I follow her on Facebook.
Shout out to her.
That's the only reason he uses
Making
Facebook.
moves.
Talk to the old ladies.
No, Facebook is dope.
No, it's not.
I was talking to Amrit. Shout out to Amrit, but he's another car guy. So I was like, "Yo, do you like weird question? But do you still have Facebook?" He's like, "Yeah, but I don't really use it." I was like, "But why do you have it still?" So then I was like, "It's for groups, right?" Because there's like car groups that you can go on and you'll just. It's kind of like forums were back in the day, but forums aren't really lit anymore or active. So it kind of
now they have Discord. That's why.
Well, no, it moved to Facebook.
It definitely moved to Facebook.
You're gonna find me a Mark III Super Discord.
Yeah,
I'd find it.
100%.
How much are you willing to pay for that Discord?
No, I mean I know that it's there. There's Reddits and stuff like that on there, but the community is mostly like on Facebook or the forums or something, or like a mix of that. They're not really gonna. Well, as I've been on Discord, I haven't seen. I'm on a Reddit, the Mark III Super Group, but even that Discord is not even as active as
Facebook
group. Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll buy stuff. You'll buy a lot of stuff like for sale and stuff like just parts. Like
you're actually right because I have Facebook too, and most of my Facebook is literally like a wrestling group and like
they have dope
Bleacher Report and another wrestling group. So just basically to follow wrestling.
I think I joined groups and then I thought it was how not cool it was. I don't know.
No, but like you don't have to say anything in these groups. Like the group just posts like stuff.
Unless you want to.
Nah,
unless you read.
Yeah, any groups that I joined in Facebook, like I realized that I no longer care about the groups.
You got to join more groups whenever you're interested in.
Yeah, I don't think I think I've joined.
You haven't had Facebook in like 5 or 6 years.
Mad long.
So.
Yeah, but when I had the Civic, I had joined the Civic just to see. I think it was to repair something. I forgot what it was, but that's the last time.
Shout out to the Civic.
Shout out to RIP. Word. Damn.
What happened to the Civic?
It got in an accident.
Zahir was born.
Yeah. Well, before that, it was
said it was an accident.
No, Zop totaled it.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on the block.
I don't remember.
Right on the block from Justice's house.
Yeah, he actually did me a favor. I got more money from it getting totaled than when I was trying to sell it. So it actually worked out in my benefit. So shout out to Zoff, man.
Word. If you need us to crash any more cars,
let you know. Word.
That sounds like a insurance happen.
What was I saying before this? Shit.
The group though, Civics.
Facebook.
No,
before that. How do we get into this conversation? I totally forgot. We just kind of.
I know. Rhea just ran off about his dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I did have another follow-up question for that. So what if Zahir won a car for his family because he was in a spelling bee or math leagues or something like that?
Okay.
But the back of it says my son won this in the national spelling bee competition.
Like it's permanent, and I have to drive the car. Why can't he drive the car? He won it.
He's a kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's already permanently on there, I'll probably
No,
try
it's
to.
not permanent, but that's how you got the car.
I'll probably take it off.
Damn, ungrateful.
Damn.
No, he would know how proud I am. I speak to him vocally every day about how proud I am.
What if he asks you why you don't rep it then?
So if you,
what happens if it says actions are louder than words?
Or stickers are louder than words.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, Dad.
okay, so here's the thing. I would bend any rule for Zahir for sure.
I know.
So if
that's my trump
My
card.
bad.
I know. He's the one. So if he's like, yo, Dad, I need you to put this on, I would do it, 100%. I would be that lame dad.
I'm gonna talk to him today about stickers. Like, yo, Zahir, check this out.
Before you leave, ask your dad to put it.
By next podcast, Maz's whole bumper's gonna have stickers on it.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a custom one for you. They're usually like this size. I'm gonna blow it up so it's a little because you're tall, right? That's your attention grabber. So I'm gonna a nice big.
But that's not something that I chose. God was just like, here, I'm gonna give you height.
I just want your sticker to be realistic. That's it.
Okay. All right. No, but if he asked me to do it, of course I would do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But other than that,
you're killing people with stickers.
Yeah.
I'm not killing people. But if I didn't like you,
If any of our listeners actually has these stickers,
yo,
just put in the comments, being like, "Yo, fuck you, Maz.
Yeah.
I like my stickers."
Bumper stickers are cool.
No, but honestly, if you have those stickers, I just need a valid reason. What the fuck were you thinking?
It's a free country.
Expressing themselves, and telling people how many family members you have.
People say that about your red carpets.
Yeah, those red carpets were fire. I don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying, people have different opinions.
Not that fire.
People were saying that about
Fire.
like towel robes. Like, yo, you don't need that shit.
I mean,
Just use a regular towel.
People aren't saying that.
my towel robe is. But see,
We're telling you right now.
That's in my own private house. Nobody else is aware of it. I only brought it up because of the podcast. Other than that, you guys would never even known, right? I'm not publicly going out there in my towel robe like, hey, look at my shit. These people are publicly out there putting the number of family members they have in the back of
What were you
their
wearing the
car.
laundromat though?
Yeah,
I was wearing regular clothes. I was wearing t-shirts and sweats.
a long tee,
with my
a
Asian
medium-sized tee.
with my Asian wife.
How long was the white tee?
It was regular. It was like this size.
It was a hip. Yeah.
It was up to your knees.
Yo, speaking of white tees, shout out to Rebel from Con Artist. Yo, he sent me a video from Hillcrest when he was battling. You seen that?
I seen the video, but I couldn't really understand anything
it? Oh,
in the
man.
video.
Nah,
Wait, you talking about the Indian freestyle guys? You were in that?
I know what you're talking about too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Nah, not those. Nah. But shout out to Rebel, man. He was sending me a whole bunch of clips and about like just rap in general. So shout out to him. I think he's trying to do a documentary with that whole thing. But yeah, it was crazy to see like the fashion and the style back in the day in that clip. It was from 2005. Everybody had like the headband. Remember the NBA headbands with the long tees?
I never wore that. I wore long tees, but not a headband.
Not a headband?
I wore a headband.
Yeah, your long tees were just regular tees.
I know, but they were still long.
my dad never bought me the right size.
His mom was like, "You grow into it."
I bought it from Maz's mom, actually.
Word. Shout out to my mom on the Ave, man. 3 for $10. If you know, you know.
She used to give me 3 for $9.
Oh, Arif used to thug it out to the city with me to pick up all those t-shirts.
Yeah.
Word, man.
That was a good time.
That was a good
Sitting
time.
in the car waiting for me to get out of the store for 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
The best time ever.
Mad
Just
shit.
save
What, on
$10
Canal?
a
She went to
ticket.
Canal?
Not Canal. It was 34th and 6th Ave. They had a whole wholesale set up in there.
Anywhere, and the 30s are disgusting.
Yeah. Then we had to go back to the store, and he had to unload all the
I had to
boxes.
unload all that shit. Yeah.
And then had to be there for another 3 hours.
It's that immigrant life. But yo, shout out to you, man. You hung out with me that whole day. I appreciate that, man.
I had nothing else to do.
Your mom wasn't on the Coliseum block, was she?
No, she's off the
Nah, she was right next to the McDonald's in front of the movie theater before it was a movie theater.
That was a wild place.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I learned a lot of good lessons in that block.
It's a wild
Yeah,
place.
don't
Shout
walk
out to the
out.
Ave.
Don't walk out with towel ropes.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember that one time I got caught with brass knuckles in Madison Square Garden?
No, you walked
get
into
caught with
Madison.
brass knuckles everywhere.
Yeah.
You walked into Madison
I was a
with brass knuckles.
stupid kid. Such a stupid kid.
Well, it's because his brass knuckles actually cost money.
I forgot where I got it from. I don't think I paid for it. I think one of my boys hooked me up with it because I used to walk around with a blade, and then he was like, "Yo, you're gonna go away for a long time if you stab someone.
Yeah.
Carry brass knuckles instead." So
Yeah, because if you knock somebody out and kill them, you'll be good.
Nah, I don't think so. Brass knuckles would actually every time I hit somebody with it, my hand would hurt more. I feel like more than it hits the other person. But that was because I had like skinny fingers.
Yeah, they call you weak knuckles. Weak
knuckles.
Fucking weak knuckles. Yo, fuck you and your nicknames, man.
They called you weak knuckles.
Weak knuckles. That's why I needed brass knuckles, because my real knuckles was weak.
He's like, yo, man.
Oh,
You
man.
need these. It's on me.
Yeah, good fucking time. But yeah, shout out to Rebel, man. He brought back my memories.
Word.
Good story, Weak Knuckles.
Nice try.
Weak knuckles. Oh man,
I think that one's gonna stick.
That might stick.
weak knuckles. Yeah, I'll take that over George. I'm cool with that. I'll take weak knuckles.
Actually, I like George. I forgot about that.
Oh my god,
How about White Knuckles?
that's racist.
Why?
Oh my god. Yo, do you guys want to review that list I sent you guys about relationship advice, or you guys want to jump into something else?
You could do it.
Whatever you want.
Okay, so for our listeners and viewers, I came across something in the shade room that I thought would be interesting.
Mad shady.
Mad shady. So the post was, men on social media give women brutal relationship advice, and it was a few posts of just dudes giving out advice. I thought it was gonna be wild, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. So you want me to run through? Hold on, let me find a good one. Yo, the funniest one where I laughed at was where it says, "Don't take relationship advice from your single friends."
I mean, that thing works both ways.
Yeah, but coaches don't play. You know what I'm saying? Coaches don't
used to play though.
Some do.
Yeah. I mean, I was in relationships, but yo, I don't think you ever came to me for relationship advice. I think we just have normal conversations.
Yeah, I mean, I would come to you for advice, and then you would tell me.
Wait, what does that mean though? What you mean by that?
What?
You want to come to me for
No,
advice?
No. I said I would come to you for advice, and then you would give me advice based upon your prior relationship
Experience,
or experiences. You want to be like, yeah, just spitballing shit. So I don't think that's actually, because I still come to you to advice about relationships.
Yeah.
And communication and all this shit.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever steered you in the wrong way. I don't think that, you know.
So is that tweet or whatever wrong?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could go to a single person to get related. Like, wouldn't you agree?
I mean,
I feel like you haven't. You know,
maybe if the person
I give mad people relationship advice.
Yeah, what's your top three?
But I don't know though.
But don't take my word for it.
Maybe the person has never been in a relationship at all, then don't take advice from them.
Okay.
But if the person,
or if they only had, because sometimes you'd be looking at people, be like, "Yo, I know it was your fault. Like this is why your relationship is failing. Like it's you." But
do you say that?
No.
That's a whack.
I have.
I feel like friends, the closer you are, the more brutal and
really
mean you should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because like, there's no reason. There's no benefit to being nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if you suck as a person, you suck as a person.
Right.
Right. You can do better. You can do better. Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see it.
But I don't think I've said that you suck as a person, because I don't think that person was sucking. I think the way he was viewing or going about his relationship was very selfish. So I think that's what I said. I was like, "Yo, you being mad selfish. Like, he's not wrong for being mad for what you did, because honestly, you fucked up." Like,
I would have been like, you suck as a person.
You suck at life.
Fuck you.
You suck as my best friend. You're on my side.
Oh my god.
Wait, so this is men giving advice to women? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Men giving advice to women.
I mean, some of them, they were pretty good. Like, I remember reading one and was saying like to understand that the person is who they are, and then not to expect them to be something else. Like, that's which is understandable. Most people should really like do that. Like, I've talked to a lot of people who are like, "Oh, but the potential was there," and then they showed some ambition, and then it changed, but they kept hoping that they'll go back to that, and it never happened. So like, you feel stupid. So it was a pretty good advice, because I think there's a lot of women who stay in relationships past the point where they should be out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's pretty good advice for anyone, right? Like, happens both ways too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people always consider like, "Oh, I've been with this person for X amount of years." Like, I don't know why time is so valued. If you're fucking unhappy with someone for 10 to 5 years, like, what does time have to do with it? If you're unhappy, you're unhappy. That's what I never understood. You could be with someone for 3 months and then get married, or you could be with someone just a year and then get married, and that's the love of your life. Like shout out to Jen and Fouaz. They said that they only dated for X amount of years, right? It was only
I think they've been together for a year and then they got married.
They got married, and look at them. They complement each other so well. So I think when people hold that thing like, oh, I can't leave him, or I can't leave her. I've been together for 8-7 years.
Yeah, that's more of a comfort thing.
I mean, it depends, right? Like I think you sometimes it really varies on what they mean by that. Because sometimes it's like, yeah, granted, it's shitty, but if you don't understand that there's better, right? Like if you grew up in a shitty household where like life just sucked, and then you go into the same thing and life sucks, it's like you don't know no different. Like it's just a normal thing. So and when people people put time into it, because when you put time, like think about it, like we got a house together, we got an apartment, all these variable things are just like tied into it. So I don't know. I sometimes understand it, but I do agree. Like sometimes when shit sucks, you should be out. But like I think that happens a lot, and more often than not, it's just like you don't know what you don't know. So like do I go? I remember when I was young, I think like 16, right? Mad young. I was like, oh, I'm gonna break up with this girl. Whatever. Broke up. Talked to no girls for like 2 years. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Right? Just thinking that it was better. Well, whatever. Like that's kind of where like that thinking where, oh, I can try to do this and it fails, and then later on, like you're now second guessing it. Like I did that before. Shit didn't rock. So like, do I stay and try to fix this? So it really varies, I think.
No, but to go back to what you said, so you're saying that if you're always used to bad relationships, that's all you know? Is that what you're saying?
In some cases, that's why some people stay, right? Like they don't know the difference between what's really bad,
a healthy relationship
versus not. So like in some cases, they're like time is a very big factor, right? Especially when, and so I heard some women like, and dudes too, like, yo, I put all my time into that, and shit's not working out that great. But obviously, if you're in the shit, sometimes you don't see how really bad it is. So it varies on that. Like, especially if you committed and put a lot of time into it, I don't think a lot of people are not willing to just throw that shit away. So like, yeah.
So I agree with you some parts. Some things are, especially like if you know that you've been with this person, you understand this person, it's mostly comfort and that's all you know, right? But if it's causing you problems on a daily basis where you're not yourself and you feel like shit, even if you don't date, right? I think it's better to give yourself time to figure out like, what do I want, and is this what I want to do, instead of just like, I'm gonna just keep fighting with this person every morning.
I mean, some people just like to fight.
Yeah.
And what if with that time you had, like he said, a house or kids are in the picture? There's a lot of reasons people might try to make something work.
I know that all too well, but then you end up, you realize it's actually unhealthy for the child to watch you guys fight than it is to see you guys separately. Well, but that's just my personal experience.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, why not instead of just leaving and going out to look for like couples therapy or something like that, because to try to make it work, basically.
Yeah. No,
because of all that stuff that you have or like you built up over the years.
No. So I think I'm not expressing it the right way. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to work on your relationship. You're just saying like
you tried all that and
exactly,
it's still,
and you're still taking the beating. Like you went to therapy and you did all this and it's not working. Because I've learned the hard way that some people are just not compatible, no matter how much you want them to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. I think at that point, then you just kind of have.
I'm not saying don't try. I'm saying give it. If you've tried everything and you still are going through it, then what are you gonna do?
IYK.
Yeah.
What does that mean? IYK.
IK.
Oh, if you know, you know. Oh, facts. All right. What's another one?
My favorite one. I've been reading while you guys were talking.
Nice. Go for it.
My favorite one so far that I read. Again, this is men advice to women. Men are very easy to please. Don't add stress or create drama. A lot of the time when we say we're thinking about nothing, we literally mean nothing.
Facts.
Nothing interesting, nothing important, just nothing. Communicate bluntly. A lot of these men are basically autistic. And don't make ultimatums.
That's facts.
So simple.
Yeah. Yo, yeah. What's your version? You guys are both married and you guys are in a happy relationship. What's your version of like a perfect like situation where it's like your relationship is going smooth? Like, what are you looking for where you could say, okay, my relationship is smooth?
I would say I mean, not every relationship is like, not every day, I would say, is
Right.
like smooth.
No. Yeah. People.
There could be days that we
people
just argue and then don't talk to each other for a couple of hours. And there could be days that run consecutively great. Like it'd be like a week great together. So it would be like, but
like, say like you're giving a woman advice on like what a man is looking for in a relationship. What are you looking for in the relationship that you're in right now?
I mean, I like to be left alone.
Right.
Like that's like one of my love languages is not physical touch. So like we're on the couch together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be all cozy and stuff like that. So one of my things is like when I'm on the couch watching TV, right? Just sit there with me. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey next to me and stuff like that. Like
Right.
we're already married.
Okay. Now, is that always, or are you saying like at certain times?
No, that's like 99% of the time.
Got you.
Yeah. Until my wife gets pissed off and be like, "Can I come next to you?" I'm like, "Fine, you come next to me. That's okay."
But see, I feel like your wife is the complete opposite of that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes
Because
physical
she's
touch.
very I feel like her love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's sweet.
Communicates.
Yeah.
I mean, communication. I mean,
Yeah.
just don't bother me. Don't bother me with unnecessary stuff. Like, especially when I come home from work. I work sometimes like 16-hour days, and don't come at me like with this and that. Like, I mean, it's more of like getting to know somebody and then living with somebody and then all this other stuff that comes with being married. Then you get to know like habits and all this other stuff. So, I mean, it's hard to put. It's hard to put into like words how to like say like you're happily married or you're whatever.
Yeah, not even that, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's all about like, I guess, setting your boundaries in the relationship. Like, this is what I want in the beginning, so you let them know, right? Kind of thing. So I'm sure you've spoken to your wife about like, hey, when I come home, I just want to be left alone, and she told you like, okay, but for this hour, I'm gonna be.
I haven't like spoken to her about it. Like it's just something that just happens. Like,
got you.
Yeah, she knows. Like everyone has a routine. Like my mornings usually are going to the gym, coming home, having breakfast, and all this stuff. My afternoons are literally coming home, sitting on the couch, and then that's like our time for a couple of hours.
That's how you de-stress. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's a routine you fall into.
Yeah.
I mean, routines could be good, routines could be bad.
Yeah.
But
That sounds simple enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like simple things.
What about you?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm overly complicated to begin with. No, I think like for me, I kind of tend to kind of just, I don't want problems in the sense that like if there's problems, like I want them fixed in terms of like, so you got an issue with work, let's fix that, right? Like I'm not trying to introduce any added stressors. And the idea, I think, I don't know, man, I'm rolling on 15 years of being married, so like
That deserves an air horn, man.
Damn.
Nah.
Congrats, bro.
But it's like, again, like I've said before, like we got married dumb early. Like we both openly said, like, yo, we were not old enough. It should not have gotten married for the simple fact that we just didn't know what we were doing. Like we figured it out. And granted, like we both are highly ambitious and stuff like that. Like for me, I think it's that's helped a lot was for me to figure out kind of who I was and what I wanted to do. And she supported me, and that helped a lot, right? Like I was able to kind of figure out like how to navigate the world, you know, with that support. And the idea is for her to be equally ambitious. Like for me, I'll like kind of like, you know, with the kids when we're trying to figure out like how to do childcare and shit like that. It's always like, yo, let's get to that point. We'll figure it out. Like it's not, it's someone that's willing to figure out. Like I think if we were built in a different way and where like the smallest obstacles kind of like deterred us a lot, like we would be in a different situation. Like I think either way is like, yo, shit hits the fan. Like there's always one person being like, all right, I'll handle it. Like there's been times where, for example, like I talked to a lot of like couples and other married people who've been before, and they're like, we don't share bank accounts. And I was like, yo, that's wild. And they're like, really, you share? I was like, yo, I've never not shared my money, right? Like and then for a while when, you know, she was taking care of the kids and stuff like that, she would balance the checkbook, like, and she looked at all, like, I didn't look at a bill. I just worked. And then I was like, yo, do I need to work more? You let me know. And that was kind of like these simple things that I think a lot of people don't talk about. I think like Fawaz, and since there's hard questions that you got to cover ahead of the game, but you also got to be like hyper flexible. Like, yeah, like sometimes, like I don't like to be touched either, I want to be left alone. Like sometimes I go in the basement and before, like the basement's nice now, but when the basement wasn't nice before, I still love being down there. Like I just enjoyed my solitude. But there's other times where it's like that's not, and like I dealt with a bunch of other things too. So like sometimes that's not always the best way to handle things. Just because you like to be alone doesn't mean you should. And I think it's just kind of trying to understand and just be flexible. I think a lot of people have said like the willingness to compromise is key, right?
That's
like
the big word.
like
flexibility.
like when I was younger, man, it was, and even when I just got married, like I remember I was like, when we were just getting married and we were trying to figure out like how to function, I was like, yo, fuck everyone else, like, and then to this day, I don't even like, I don't care if like there's shit going on, like yo, if it doesn't affect us, I don't care. And that's kind of like how I've kind of navigated most of the like family issues and stuff like that. Like I try to help and stuff like that or be around, but sometimes it's like it's a detriment, like especially like trying to figure out and like holding weight from other people, like that don't really matter to me. So and she's been cool with that idea and concept where it's like we do our best to be present in that, but like when it comes to like relationships, I think it's just got to be give and take whichever way it goes, right? Like like I tell people all the time, like if she made a ton of money and I needed to be home and stay home, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. I'll be a stay-at-home dad, play video games nonstop, and just pick up the kids when I need to pick her. Like I will find a way to enjoy my time, and that's what I ask of her too. Like yo, find a way. Like if you want to explore something, let me know. Like I will figure it out. Like how to navigate that situation. But kind of like everything, we like I tell people, like I rebudget and we talk about finances like every few months. Like we're like, okay, are we spending good money or are we wasting it? Or should we invest here? In different plans, like there's always new goals that we're setting that I don't realize that they're goals until someone like explains it to me.
Yeah.
And that's been kind of very helpful. And I'm very direct. Like to me, I'm hyper literal. So if you say like we have a problem, like all right, I will stop doing what we're doing to fix that problem. But and it took years before she kind of like understood that concept, like where I'm like, okay, how do we figure that out? Because that's how I've always pictured my life. Like when shit hit the fan. So I was like, we gotta react now. There's no second, like there's no multiple options. I think we had the thing when we were designing the thing on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you were like, how do you make decisions? I'm like, yo, we made this, like the first time that gut feeling was there, that's my decision. Like that's how I try to roll, because the more time we waste on certain things, like, oh, should we second guess it? Is that time where you live in that regret for like, oh, what? And then, we liked it, we didn't like it, whatever. Like, and then now we're not even using it. So it's like, it's all these variables where we can move on. And that's how I treat relationships too. Like, like, oh, I made a mistake. Let's apologize. Let's see how we fix it and move on. Right. Like living in that past is kind of rough, especially in relationships and you're trying to make them last. It's holding that like animosity about certain things. And I think that festers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think, having a strong partner who understands you is a world of difference, man. Like, honestly, if you like you said, I think you and Chobs complement each other very well. I think that's why like it's worked, right? From an outsider, from an outsider view, because she holds down whatever she needs to hold down, and you got everything else that you're both responsible for whatever is on your plate, and you guys come together and handle it anyway. So it's right. Would you agree?
Yeah.
He got bored. He's like,
no, I was looking at Riyad's foot. He just doing some weird shit.
You guys playing footsies over there?
He was doing some weird shit with his foot just now.
I'm just like, I'm just trying to stretch.
But yeah, I think even talking to people, like it doesn't even have to be like a relationship like that's romantic and stuff like that, but just kind of like I address even friendship, right? Like addressing just small little issues that you have an issue with right away. I think and for me, I feel like that's always been, I think, people's flaw. Like I wouldn't know someone doesn't like me until like years and years of me like fucking with them, and they're like, oh, I didn't like that shit. I'm like, bitch, you could have just told me from the beginning, man. Like I would have not been mad. I would not.
I definitely had a couple of friends from back in the day that was like, yo, when I first met you, I didn't like you. I'm like, what did I do to you? He was like, no, nothing. I just didn't like the way you came off. Nice. Like,
I didn't like your eye contact.
Yeah. He was like, yo, your voice was too nice. I was like, I knew it.
You were scooping all the ladies up.
I came in there with too much confidence. And I was just like,
you like Luther Vandross over there. Serenading the ladies.
You did come with too much confidence because you used to always walk around with a flock of girls.
Yeah, it's
The
confidence.
pre-med girls.
Waka flocka over here.
Waka flocka. Word.
They just
Every
come-
time I used to see you in the hallway, there was always like
yeah,
one or two chicks next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
confidence.
Word.
They used to call me-
Confidence.
I was just running around doing hood rat shit in high school.
Of course, asked me too. I wasn't even in school. Oh man. Okay. Well, that was deep. I like it. I like we went that route. We'll do one more.
Speaking of relationships,
Yeah.
what would you do if you went on a date
I was gonna do one more, but let's run. I like it. Let's run it.
and after you went on this date, right? It went great. You know that the other person feels it's like, you know, I really like this date. By the way,
Okay.
I'm transgender.
Mm.
How are you gonna feel about it?
Did anything? Let's just set the ground rules. Did anything physical happen while on this date already?
Maybe some hand holding,
Okay.
right? Or like whatever they did that initial contact and whatever.
Oh.
Nothing crazy.
Oh, the physical touch barrier.
Like when you laugh, like, you know, like, "Ah, you're so funny, RF.
Yeah.
Like,
You are funny. You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, you know, that shit happens. But nothing crazy, right? Nothing like where you're like, you know, trying to rub off ankle.
Playing footsies and shit.
What was the Ace Ventura? Where he, his boss that was the kicker. The first Ace Ventura, Ivan
Ivan
Your,
Horn.
your memory is
yeah, Steven's
His
memory with
from
movies.
Yeah.
He'll like
outstanding.
quote like a whole line and be like, "What? You never saw this movie?
Yeah.
like
Did
20 years ago."
The only thing that I
movies.
remember from that movie is when they found out that he was a dude, and then all of them started spitting out because they kissed her or
Yeah.
kissed him. That's the only. That's the
That's
only. Thing I
what I'm
remember.
saying. Like
Oh, that's the one
when he
you're
was in the
saying?
shower, trying to like, he's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I do remember
What was
you
he
saying.
That movie's so wild for watching as a kid.
Yo,
The first scene it was the first one where the girl's like, I can't pay you, but I can.
yeah, he,
And then she goes down on him. I never knew what happened, and then I watched it again. Like it was a meme that brought it up. I'm like, oh wait, that is
Yeah.
why. And why do you have to hold on to the door like that?
Mhm.
Oh,
Like-
okay. I definitely seen that. I definitely seen that meme.
he was getting sloppy toppies.
Yeah, but why was she moving so much?
They wanted to show it was happening at live action.
It's like
Yeah.
people whenever they drive in TV shows or whatever, they're always like this driving the car. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, you can't drive a car like that.
Oh, you can't.
But yeah, back to what
Yeah,
would you do?
So if nothing physical happened, right? I think I could walk away from it without being angry or without having any remorse. I'll just be like, hey, like, thank you for being honest, but that's not really what I'm into. Like, I appreciate it. I mean, I had a good time, but it's just not for me.
What part do you mean that you're not into?
The dick?
the whole transgender thing, I'm not, that's not what I like. I mean, respect to all transgenders out there.
So
dude.
so in reality, what you mean, you're just not okay with you wouldn't overcome that obstacle.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that you're not okay with them.
Yeah, that's my personal choice. Yeah. Not that
Yeah.
I'm not okay with them. I'm just that's just not
It's-
something that I could see myself
Just
building
getting
a relationship. Yeah.
Getting over it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. So, like if we're making out and you tell me after the fact we making out, I might be mad.
Are you
Oh,
gonna-
no,
are you-
definitely.
are-
Yeah,
are you-
I'm mad.
are you gonna
I'm mad.
punch?
Nah, I don't think it would be a physical
Wasn't there something that someone kills someone, transgender
It
person?
happens all the time.
all the time.
because like
Yeah.
later on they found out that they were transgender.
yeah.
But in some cases, it's whatchamacallit? It's weird because like they were like, no, like they knew. And it was like other people found out that they were together.
Yeah.
So then they flipped out.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely seen it like in a
That's what happened to
CSI
him.
episode or something like that.
That's what happened to that's what happened to Bobby Valentino. You remember that
Nah.
where he was smashing some
You sure it was in Chingy?
Nah, I don't think it was checking. I think it was Bobby V. I think he got caught. So he had a relationship. Even Mr. C, he had a relationship.
I don't know. I can't put a face to the names, but I heard them before.
Yeah.
Bad.
So what happened to Bobby V was that he was in a relationship with someone that was transgender. Right. He knew about it. He was cool with it, but I think something happened with money, and she publicly outed him. And then he was just like, nah, like he was denying it. And then she had the receipts, she had the videos, and she put it up. Same thing for Mr. C. Mr. C came on the radio like, nah, fuck all that, da 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 da. And
I do remember Mrs. C.
yeah, and then they had the receipts. So yeah, but I mean it's different for.
Isn't Mr. C the one that got caught in the car?
I don't know if it was a car, but he got caught. Like they had like videos of him and shit laying down.
I mean, at the same time, like I think we live in a place where, if that's what you're into,
Yeah, if that's what you're into,
no, I'm not knocking it. I'm not
No, I'm
knocking
not
it.
saying
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I think there's a like the newsletter when I sent you that article, right? I think it was the New York Post was like they just basically misquoted her completely.
Right.
she was like, no, just to get to know them, right? I want them to see if I'm even a personable person, like you like me, then I'll tell you, right? But they were like, yo, I don't tell dudes that I'm transgender. And that was the quote, right? So it's like, yeah, people are gonna get angry about that shit. Like anyone who's like, yo, that's not what I signed up for.
It's like getting catfished.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So it's like
going to the Philippines.
oof.
No, they have to tell you that they're lady boys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a rule.
Because all
over
I
there.
see sometimes on my TikTok, it's like, I'm a lady boy. And I'm like, are you sure you're a lady boy?
You know, the best one is when the interview. I don't know if he like
That's
he does it on
in the
purpose.
comments.
Yeah, is she?
Why is that a part of your algorithm?
I don't know, but
No, like,
it definitely pops on my.
it's like it's that dude who like interviews girls, like he like, oh, like what's whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you're really pretty, and she's like, I'm a lady boy, and he's like, yeah, I like you, like you're a lady, and he was like,
No.
I have, and he was like,
Lady boy.
and then he goes, but how big? And she was like, way bigger than you.
Ooh.
And the guy made a face like he was still interested in fingering out, and I was like, what's intense?
Have you guys ever scrolled down porn and then all of a sudden you see trans no, and then you're like, that's a big dick. I'm like, it's bigger than mine. I'm scrolling past this really fast.
So
It happens to you.
I've seen it.
I had a friend one time, like he's like, yo, check this video out. I was like, all right, cool. So we're like sitting next to him and it's playing and it's a pretty girl. And then as the video goes down, it's a dude. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did you do that for? He's laughing.
You definitely showed me this before. It was in your room probably
Yeah,
too.
it was Chris. I'm like, yo, what do you do that for?
Yeah.
And he was just laughing. I'm like, bro, take this shit off.
You were definitely there for that.
Yeah, you got some weird friends.
Some weird friends.
Like let's watch some videos. Like, those are some weird videos.
Yeah, the first time I ever seen what in your butt.
What in the
It
butt?
was at Steven's house.
But you know that was the South Park thing, right? That's how it came from. Well, like that video music video came out, then that came out, and I was like, yo, what is this? And it had a real video.
Oh, that dude with the Jerry curls.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All I know is
And apparently it was a famous song from before that. I didn't even know.
Wow, I didn't
And
know
I was
that
like,
either.
well, that's crazy. But South Park made it even famouser.
all I remember was there was like 8 dudes on your bed.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll
And
never
it-
forget that.
I was so mad. I was like,
You're all
I
in
was,
the basement.
I was like, yo, why didn't you invite girls? She was like, oh, I just told one of your friends to invite all your friends. And I'm like, there's mad dudes here. And I was like, you know what? We'll make it even more uncomfortable.
And we're still traumatized to this
Yeah,
day,
I
like
have-
over 15 years later.
Yeah, over 15 years later, every time I hear that song, I just.
And this guy posted as a gym.
Yeah, he posted it the other
I
day.
did. Yeah, I did.
And
saw
I
it.
was like, you do know that's you do know what song this is, right?
I did post it. Yeah.
But yeah.
Now you guys know my pick of the week.
Yeah. Yo, but would you guys question yourself? Like, what if you guys had the best time on this date? Like, you were like, yo, this is the best date I've ever been on. Like, I see a real
Nah.
connection.
I don't think so. I think I would feel just violated because she didn't say it in the beginning. Or
Right.
You would feel violated?
Not just like
Tricked.
tricked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a person.
Yeah, but still, like you were holding that back, and you
It's
waited
kind of like
until
being catfished in a way.
right.
Yeah.
Catfished by it.
That's like rolling up and saying you're one thing, but you're another. Like, I could say, like, I'm what? I don't know.
Guyanese.
I'm Guyanese.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yo,
Yo, come find out that you're Bengali. Oh my god.
Yeah, and they're
that's
like,
a big
oh.
deal.
And I'm a proud Bengali. I let them know I'm Bengali.
Yeah, Bengali powder.
Bengali powder for sure. Shout out to all my Bengalis.
Yeah, but,
Mr. Weak Knuckle Bengali powder.
ugh, that name just gets longer and longer. But I get what you're saying, but I think I'm not like I would be like, all right, man, they took their shot. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as nothing physical happened, even if something physical did happen, I'll be pissed off, like Mom said. But at the end of the day, it's like it's not for like.
I mean, like
Yeah.
you have to look at it like in some cases,
I'll be like, yo, you tried though. Good job.
right? Like if you come from a world where it's highly stigmatized, you have to kind of stay in the tuck for a bit, right? Like before someone can really like kind of fit in and figure you out. Like you like if you go into a job where it's all white people, right? And
Yeah.
you gotta exceed and be like, oh, okay, I can't look lazy because of all this random stereotypes, right? And some people change their name in their resume so it's not a certain way so that they can get the interview,
Oh, that's facts.
right? Like
Yeah.
there was a lady who was an astrophysicist. If I'm like, I forgot the article, and she had kept the same exact resume, just changed the name to a guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
Interviews like crazy,
Multiple interviews.
and then like she would get to the interview, and then they'd be like, "Oh, we thought you were a guy." And she was like, "Oh, okay. And what's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh, no, there's no reason." But this is the same thing. Like this is kind of like how you get your foot in the door to show that you're like. So, and again, like I think we've all said, like these people are people. So like they just want like you don't know whatever. Some people will be like, oh, I didn't realize it, and I'm down, and other people will be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the same thing if you get hit on by a gay person. Like the gay person
It's
is
never happened to me.
the gay person.
I'll take that as a
The
compliment,
gay
bro.
person is shooting that
That's
shot
what-
at you. Maybe you never know the person that the gay person's hitting on is bi-curious or something like that, and then you'd be like, yeah,
They're just shooting their shot.
Yeah.
shooting this shot.
No, if I ever got hit on by a gay dude,
High five.
word, I'd be
Yeah.
like, thanks, man. That would boost. Then when I walk in, I'm gonna have mad confidence.
That's never happened.
You
to
just
me.
kick it in.
Now we know why Arf has so much
That's what I
confidence.
know.
It's
That's
like,
why
I
you're
just got
losing
hit
with
on
confidence.
outside.
Maz walks in, he's like, I'm an ally.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, guys. You're
Word.
safe around me.
Yeah. Yo,
Pulls out his pride flag.
but speaking of that Guyanese thing, yo, I got killed for posting
I know.
that picture of that Chinese sauce. Mad people was in my shit. Like, yo, there's mad Chinese people in Guyana.
There is mad Chinese
This is
people
not soy sauce. First of all, I asked the lady at what is it?
You could have asked her if it was black sauce. She would say yes.
No, she told me. She said
What?
She said it's
Black
what did you say?
sauce?
She said soy sauce but with sugar. That's what she told me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, what'd you say?
it's soy sauce with sugar.
I
Oh,
thought you were gonna say it again.
It's soy sauce with sugar. That's what she told me. Yeah,
did she
She
boy
was
at the
calling
end?
you sugar, dude.
Yeah.
probably. I love that lady. She's always nice to me.
Yeah, but
Shout out to Qasim's Bakery.
but why do you think they call it Chinese Guyanese food?
What do you mean Chinese? No, it said Chinese sauce on it.
Yeah, but why do you think they call it Chinese Guyanese food? Like all those signs
Yeah.
on Liberty say Chinese Guyanese. If you look at those signs on Liberty,
Really? I never noticed that.
yeah, because
Yeah, like if you go to like.
Yeah, but he's saying
Bakewell or
it's just called flat out Chinese
Yeah,
sauce.
just- called Chinese
like
sauce.
that.
Yeah.
That was that's.
But that's what it is.
but on the
It's
top,
sauce.
but
It's
on the
sauce for
top, on the
Chinese
top
food.
had that little Guyanese flag logo thing.
no. It said
Yeah.
made in Guyana.
Yeah, it's made in Guyana.
Probably
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah.
Authentic Chinese.
Authentic Chinese.
That's like the bottle of water. They just put white sauce.
What?
made for man.
Made from white people. No flavor.
Oh my god.
Right over your head.
Yeah, that's funny. I got it. It took me a while.
The white sauce.
Ay. All
I
right.
was talking about the chicken and rice guy.
Yeah, that's the come on.
that white sauce. Those are the Afghans.
That's Arabic sauce. Oh man. All right. You guys
Yo, the
wanna-
car food by your house, man. That was the best.
Which one? Oh, you mean back
down
in
the
the
hill,
day?
like back in the day, yeah.
I know the first time I got like cart food because I never bought like food from a cart before chicken and rice became popular. So I was in high school, and I remember one of my friends. She was like, "Oh, we got to try this food. It's halal, blah blah blah." So I went down the hill, and dude was like, "You want white sauce?" And I'm like, "No."
But did he look at you like that when he said it?
It felt like it.
Yo, back in the day, we used to go to that cart so much. Even when you were in Radio Shack, we used to go to that cart.
Yeah.
But,
Like we had their number.
yeah,
Was it wait,
The Italian
Afghan
Mecca?
cheeseburger
Wasn't that
spot.
what it was
Yeah.
called?
Highland and
No, it used to be on 160 like 8, and then they moved.
But if you're trying to get some good food, go over to Hangry.
Oh,
They
we're
have some really
Guys,
good
give us
food.
that.
Just bleep that out.
What did he say?
he said his
My
little
address.
No. We got to remember that timestamp. Yeah,
Nah, you can leave it.
See,
Ain't no one gonna
see
find
what
out.
happens?
He put his little
You might as well
address
just put your whole family in the back of your car now.
Yeah.
Put the whole sticker up.
I mean, I got stickers already. So
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
88.
on there. Yeah, if you were saying go to Hangry if you're hungry.
Yeah, go to Hangry if you're hungry. They got a whole bunch of the new menu is not up yet, but there's still they still got their
360s.
Pepsi.
You got the 360s going on.
I got the 360 going on. Yeah, not the 180 yet. But yeah, shout out to Hangry, shout out to Sonu Babu and Jyoti and them. Word.
Yep.
So
Yes.
I heard you were Googling sex parties.
Oh wait.
Oh,
You have
yes.
to mention the sex parties.
Yes. You did bring it up in the beginning of the
I
thing.
did bring it up in the beginning.
So I came across, was it I or you sent? I don't know who
You
sent it.
sent it.
I sent it.
It was a wild-
Dang.
If that was my algorithm, it would be wild.
So,
if you guys are in a sex parties
and I'm not inviting you.
and you guys didn't tell me you guys are in a sex parties.
First of all, happy Ramadan to all.
Word.
people
I was
celebrate.
just
The sun's
to
down,
put
you're
this
good.
out there that I don't pick the topic.
Yeah, he doesn't even read them shits.
Every time I think about
His
sex
eyes are
parties,
burning from reading. He's like, God's punishing me.
Oh my god! So I came across this thing on my feed where
You came all right.
I can't, not for 30 days.
damn, it sucks for you not being married.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's an exception to that shit. Yo, we definitely need to clip that. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, it hasn't been that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's been,
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Like it's been.
His ED.
Yo, hold on. Time out.
So much stress.
Time out.
He's like, it's not that hard anymore.
Time out. Time out. See, nah, I gotta. Nah, I'm leaving.
I'm a shower.
It's the last podcast. I can't let you guys disrespect me like this.
Oh man.
But anyway, so I came across this feed, and it was a sex therapist, I believe that's what she called herself.
I think that's what she was. I don't really know
Yeah,
if she is.
yeah.
I didn't look at her licenses.
And she was just giving advice on like what to do at a sex party, and she made it sound like it was so common. Like it was like, yeah, the metropolitan area always.
I've heard of a few people go to it.
I know of swinger parties. I've heard of that, but that's like held within like the group of friends.
So I had a friend, she helped host or like decorate a sex party, and she was whack. But like, I think she's like different standards, and she was like, no, the guys that were there were kind of whack, but whatever. And she was like, we did some coke though, and like whatever. And there was a room that like, I think
Wait, you were at the sex party?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But like, this is people telling me. So
He was about to get mad. Like, you didn't invite me?
So, but like me, I asked like a million one questions. I'm like, yo, what do they do? Like, would you walk in naked? And they're like, no. Like, there's some courtesies. And I was
at
like,
the laundromat.
and then there were like, apparently there's like a lot of times where they try to vet out like just single dudes. Like maybe one single dude can come, but you can't like bring friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a lot of guys like they sign up for it. At least from what they said, a lot of dudes sign up for it, but they're not built to do everything out in public. Like it's not, you can't just go to a corner, and you can, but it's not like separate rooms for everyone. So you're kind of like out there doing your thing. People kind of have to be upfront and like talking to you.
Cover machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's a varies amount of things. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but how, like, is it something you're into? And they're like, nah. Like you got, that's a whole nother like type of lifestyle that you have to be into. And she was kind of hinting at like couples go and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother lifestyle that you're trying to critique, where like, you know,
It's have you ever seen Sex Life on Netflix?
I saw the first 3 episodes. It was too intense.
Yeah, it's crazy. So basically, the show's about a wife who's like a sex addict, basically, and she eventually gets married and has kids, and then her ex-boyfriend comes back in the picture where she had like the most amazing sex with, blah blah blah, this and that. Husband finds out. Husband tries to like
Emulate it, right?
Tries to make her sex life, make themselves like better. So then he actually brings her to a sex party, and the scene is crazy. Like literally, they walk into a mansion because they're all rich, of course, in Netflix. Walk into a mansion, and then like you looking over there, they're having sex. This one's getting a blowjob. Back there is a group sex, right? So then he ends up getting a blowjob by somebody else in front of his wife.
Wow.
And his wife like runs.
She wasn't about it.
She wasn't about it because
all
because he was trying to like make their marriage
happy?
Yeah, make their marriage work.
Well, like so also in context, she wrote in a diary about her thoughts about her ex and all the wild stuff that they were doing.
Oh, like a fantasy kind of thing?
Yeah. And she used a shared computer.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
And so he read it and he was like,
What the fuck is this?
yeah.
And by the way, that motherfucker has a big ass dick. You see his dick in Netflix, and it's like schlong, and I'm like,
Pause.
yo, that shit has to hurt.
For him?
No, yeah, walking around with that freaking.
He's all lightheaded. I'm losing too much blood.
No,
here.
but yes, passing out every 5 seconds.
Yo, to say I'm losing, I'm passing out because all the blood is rushing is wild.
No, so
That's a problem I want to have.
So best part about it is the husband starts following him around, right? Like following around the ex-boyfriend. You saw that part?
I only got to like episode 3 where he tries to like hint that like he gets like starts getting rough with her.
Okay, so
and then I'm like, nah, this show's not about. I'm not about it.
Yeah, so the husband finds the ex-boyfriend and like starts like stalking him and stuff like that. Goes to the gym, like brolic dude, right? And then
they're both brolic. They're both like
they're both super brolic, but one's just taller than the other one, and like long hair.
It's basically a Maz and an Arf.
Basically, that's what it was.
but as enemies.
Anyways, so
Eskimo brothers.
So he the guy goes into this.
Is anyone Eskimo brothers
in the show or here?
Here?
No.
All right.
No.
We were close one time, me and Maz.
I stopped that. I said, get the fuck out the room. No.
All right, we cover that topic.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Can I join? You weren't even invited.
He hopped out the closet.
This is young RF with the little gold chain and the braces. Can I join?
God.
Anyways,
I'm surprised we're not Eskimo brothers, honestly.
that is true.
That's why I asked.
But
Yeah.
best part about it is, so the guy goes into the shower. So I'm guessing the husband wants to know how big this guy's dick is, basically, because
My
this
son
is
is right in the kitchen, my boy.
this is the dick that's fucking his wife. Sorry. So
He said, "Why would you whisper sorry, not the other thing?"
sorry.
the mic will let you hear him better.
So this is the thing that's fucking his wife, and
All
Why
our
are you
listeners are
using
mad
this
creeped
voice?
out right
Yeah.
now.
I think we're gonna cut this whole last part.
It's all right. I know a few
I'm
people who
almost done.
listen to the show, but also watch that show, so you're good.
You're good. Yeah.
yeah. So and then yeah, he's curious, so he goes into the shower with the guy. Like it's a gym shower, so he
Yeah.
turns around and the guy's dick is like this big, and then he looks at himself and he's like, "Fuck." Yo,
Oh,
imagine
he
seeing
starts
that.
second guessing himself.
I would
Yo,
say that's my whole
getting
life.
imagine getting your feelings hurt by seeing another man. That's wild.
Well, but that's the thing that he read all his wife's fantasy about the
Yeah.
dude, right?
Yeah.
I would
Damn.
have my feelings hurt already from that, but for me to go figure it out and right, just think about it.
Like confirmed.
Yeah, like fuck that. I'm not above saying my feelings gonna be hurt.
Yeah, he said that so subtle. That shit was
Yeah.
wild.
Like the way she wrote it, like I'll be pissed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and do I need to see the
It
show?
was, it was like Dear Diary types. Yeah, I mean, it's
Alright.
good.
It's like Spartacus, but just no fighting.
I haven't seen Spartacus.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out, by the way.
Yeah, but the original dude was the best.
Yeah, he
But
does.
it was just weird because that one just for some reason they just all about showing dicks all day.
Oh, all right. I definitely don't want to see that.
But I don't know. But like the show was
Respectfully.
amazing.
Was Spartacus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but it was just like they were like, oh, they're fighting. All of a sudden, they're in whatever cave they are where they're holding slaves, and all of a sudden, just all like naked, just
Jumped in
walking around.
orgy and shit. What the fuck?
No, they're just there, right?
Oh,
Like,
okay. It's
It
like
was-
LA Fitness Gym.
yeah, pretty much. I hated that gym so much.
Yo, fucking.
Yo,
man.
I don't know how people like. So I shower at the gym at work,
Yeah.
but they have like closed doors and like I have a towel and whatever. Yo, there's dudes out there that just don't give a fuck.
Nah.
And like I thought it was LA Fitness because it was like, okay, whatever, it's a gym, but this is like a work gym and everyone there is like in a professional setting. Yo, this one time I almost got like got real angry because I was like already almost fully dressed already. And this guy like is about to like I guess get into the shower. He opens his locker and it's like a little hallway, and he's just like, you know how you like okay, not you know, but like normal people, if you have no space and you're gonna take your pants off, you're not gonna keep your legs straight and bend down. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And he was like, oh, what do you mean? And I'm like, bro, like you can't
Get your
just
ass out of my
you
head.
just can't get naked and just like your ass is like right here for me. I'm like, yo, we're gonna fight.
Put
your pants back on.
naked.
Yeah, I was like, yo, if you're gonna get naked and do whatever you're gonna do, just walk to the side where like no one's
Yeah,
there.
Be respectful, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, yo, I need like good arm length of room
From ass.
from not even from like fully clothed people to
Yeah.
begin with, right?
No, I hear you.
Let alone someone who's half naked and sweaty or what? Like, yo, get the fuck off! Like,
Yeah.
And anyway,
Damn.
that was
So-
a random tangent because you kept saying that the guy was looking at some dude in the shower at the
I
gym.
thought it's because of DR.
Of DR?
No.
Oh, remember him?
When I was,
Every time he gets drunk, he always wants to walk around the house naked and shit like nobody else is there.
that was a great time.
Was it?
For you, maybe.
I liked it.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to stay in the pool the whole time.
Yeah. Shout out to Andy.
That was the weirdest dude.
Oh my
Yo, his
God.
boy was so weird.
Yeah. That whole setup was weird.
He just wanted to hang out with us, man.
Yeah, he did. He just wanted to be our friend.
My confidence was on all-time high.
Yeah, he did.
He probably saw your eyes first.
Word.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I need to hang with that guy. Que lo que?
He's like Nicky Jam. He's like anyone say
Jams.
that's Nicky Jams right there.
Jams.
Word. You did look like Nicky Jams that whole trip.
I did.
Oh my god. But okay, I need to watch that show. But yeah, back to the sex party thing. It's a real thing, and people are doing it, and there's boundaries, and we should check it out.
And if you want to do it, hit up Maz.
Don't hit me up. Yeah, I need to.
He's looking for a partner, so
I'm not.
They don't let him in.
They don't let him in. He can't pass the application area.
That's the application stage.
But it is true. I think if you're single and this is like you trying to just be do this just for the fun of it. I don't think, because she mentioned it, that you have to go through the application process. You have to send them your resume, and you have to send them what you look like and stuff.
So if you ugly and single, not happening.
Why don't you do this as a side hustle?
What do you mean?
Create a sex party, a sex group.
I don't even want to talk to people in my DMs. You want me to host a sex party?
You make him sound like he's some like pimp ready to happen.
Yeah. Well, everybody pays $1,000.
I love that you have so much confidence for me.
I feel like you
I
could do
appreciate
it.
that.
Are you saying that people should pay $1,000 to get into a room where they can have sex with people?
Yeah. Everybody signs consent forms.
You would be surprised what people would pay.
Everyone signs consent forms. They could be like a corner for fetishes,
but I feel like
for fluffies.
But why would you charge them for?
Because I gotta make money.
You gotta make money.
I gotta make money when I'm sleeping.
Word. I gotta clean all the jizzle later.
First of all, you said it was for him, and then you said you gotta make money.
That's the job Maz wants to do.
Every time we gotta make money.
Oh my god.
You're gonna use your apartment?
No, we're definitely gonna rent a warehouse.
A warehouse.
Yo, it's getting shadier and shadier by the second.
You got this whole business plan without even telling me? Okay, so how does this work? Where is our warehouse located? In the boondocks?
Nah, it's probably gonna be like a rental space on Jamaica Ave. Right? And then we tell them we're doing a party, but it's not really a party.
Yo.
It's a sex party.
To invite people on Jamaica Ave to pay $1,000?
Nah, it'd be like some exclusive type of shit.
Come on.
Do you know anyone that's like that exclusive that we willing to pay $1,000? Like I don't think I know anyone that's like, yo, I'll pay you $1,000. Let me get on the sex party.
Word. I mean, if we have some girls, then guys will join.
So now you're talking about prostitution. Yeah, be careful. I'm not getting involved in this business plan.
Word. Speaking of prostitution,
that is a sick segue.
France is trying to implement this filter thing. Has nothing to do with prostitution, but I just wanted to get the fuck away from that one. Before we put ourselves in a weird bind.
Not speaking of prostitution.
Yeah. So, France is introducing some type of bill where it says like if you take a picture, you have to disclose if you use a filter. So that's like whatever. The question is it a good idea?
100%. I agree with that.
You think so?
Absolutely, yes. Because then it would stop giving all this false images. Like people like, yo, I can't understand when women are so beautiful, but they have so much insecurities. You get what I'm saying? Like they can't understand how beautiful they are. And I think most of that comes from watching other women who are all filtered out, have a whole bunch of makeup on, they make themselves look better. Like when you
I don't think it's social media that does that though. I think it's like the world that does that.
How so?
Yeah, before social media, it was magazines and TV.
These magazines, TV is like a lot of, at least American culture has put a lot of emphasis on your looks. Like, like I even do it with the kids sometimes. Like, oh, like they look so cute, right? And it's like they're just not doing something like it's based on a look, and though it's kind of like subliminal and like in subconscious, that you do it, but it's like we don't do that to dudes. Like like kids as a little age, but once they get to
calls me handsome all the time.
We don't be going
that's like one out of a million right here. Like Aaliyah.
Arif is my Aaliyah?
Yeah, you're Aaliyah.
Damn, are you my R. Kelly?
Yeah. Ooh. That was rough. That's a stretch.
Yo, episode 23, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not here, bro.
It's coming in a towel rope.
Ew.
I'm not gonna be here.
He's gonna sit, show his
So like this.
Full frontal.
With my thighs
We're
all.
just gonna have to put censored right for the whole file.
You're gonna blur this whole shit out.
No, it's gonna just make it tiny.
Mad small censored.
I keep joking. I'm not gonna show up much.
Don't give me the opportunity. I'll keep going. Anyway, no, but like I say, like I think insecurities is built off a lot of different things. Like a lot of people base looks off, especially for women, because again, if you look back the 60s and stuff like that, a lot of people were like, you had heavy gender roles and stuff like that, so you had to look pretty. Like I remember, I think I sent you guys, but it was a while ago. Like it was an ad on TV where it's like how to make your husband happy, and it was like bacon, like, and they were like, oh, make sure you look pretty, you put your makeup on before he gets home, and food's ready, and all this.
This was like a 70s or 60s ad or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and it was like,
hold on, I don't want to cut you off. I think your battery's about to die.
Oh yeah, it
You
is.
see that? You got another one? You want to swap it
Yeah.
Go to switcheroo.
real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So that being said, like I think social media has made it worse for younger kids. I think it starts earlier now because there's so many kids with social media.
Yeah.
So like I think the idea of like what insecurity is it's existed before social media, but I think it's just worse for younger kids now. Like that's why, like even the TikTok dude was like, "Yo, I don't put my kids on TikTok."
On TikTok, yeah. I mean, we talked about it. Their TikTok looked nothing like our TikTok anyway.
Well, he works in America.
Yeah,
His kids live in America.
that's true.
Excuse me. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think it's a good thing too.
Yeah, I think it's needed. So that way you're not giving out false. Because we spoke about this plenty of times. Like Kylie Jenner does not look like Kylie Jenner without her team, without her plastic surgery and all that. So she's selling all this cosmetics and all this stuff to be like, oh, look like me. I look so beautiful. But yo,
I mean, she did a lot of surgery, but I think that like that type of surgery existed before also. But I think what we deem as like really like good looking now is very heavy on like filters and to the point where, I mean, at one point I think when filters were really heavy, people weren't able to take regular pictures. Like with even the dog Snapchat thing that was everywhere, like girls were not taking pictures without a filter on,
right?
Like generically, right? And then we look at, I think there's a big trend looking at like kids from the 90s and 2000s. They're like, yo, why they look so much older and shit like that. It was like, bitch, they ain't got no fucking makeup on, right? Like you look at all these girls who at high school were not putting makeup in the way girls now know how to put makeup on.
Right. Yeah,
like it's crazy. Like you can figure out
a whole new face.
I'm pretty sure it's because of that TikTok filter that friends like was like, yo, I'm done with this because that TikTok filter made you look like
like a god.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it highlighted all the future. But yeah, yo, I fully support this. I think people should be aware.
I like filters.
No, they're not going to take away the filter.
Yeah, you just have to disclose say that I use the filter.
Yeah.
I use the filter.
Yo, but even in Zoom, right? Zoom has a way to like uplift your appearance, and if you put it all the way, like this is a wrinkle that's like that shit ain't going away anytime. Like I had this since I was like 7.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm always like squinting.
Yeah.
Yo, that fucking filter that Zoom gets rid of that shit. I had like a fucking normal forehead.
You have a shiny ass head.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
Made a plan in that bitch.
I was like the other way around. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't me.
It's like, add more wrinkles, bitch.
Yeah.
No.
Like even in the little drawing, I made sure that wrinkle was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's a good idea because I think we're too dependent on that shit now.
Yeah.
Right. Like now you don't even know what's going on, and then you have people from the show Love Is Blind. One of these girls' friends was on the like on TV, and me and Shabine were like, "Yo, what is wrong with her makeup? Like you have all these like amazing tutorials, and she was like trash. It's just like
like her face is white or her body's like
It's like
I love when girls make up like that. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Oh, hilarious!
Like yo, do your makeup better, bitch.
When you're
no, I don't know why you're so mad.
No. I mean, and the funny thing is, like, I feel like some women are so attractive without the makeup.
Yeah.
You get like when you take the makeup off, I'm like, yo, what was the point of that?
Yeah,
but that's just my personal thing.
But
I know,
and
I know they're not doing it for us. They could give a fuck less about what we care about.
But you have to understand that a lot of times when like people put makeup on, like, oh, you look so amazing, right? And it's kind of like how dudes, like, if you dress normal every day, blah, blah, and then you put like a suit on and like, oh, you look good, really nice. And you're like, fuck, man, the only thing I look good in is a suit, right? But like, you don't get compliments regularly. So like, it really varies on the people and what they've been through.
How mad are you that guys can't wear makeup? I definitely brought this up before on the pod.
Yeah.
I definitely said this before.
I think it was like the first episode.
I'm not mad at all.
I'm not mad
pretty
at
sure
all.
you said the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's cool.
Yo, but you do your eyebrows though, right?
Of course I do my eyebrows.
Yeah, see, I
ain't trying to be a bushy ass eyebrow one.
Yeah, you know what? I miss my slashes in my. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In my eyebrows,
I do miss
my.
Well,
I can't.
What makes you happy?
It's not professional, bro. I can't show up.
All right, so I'll give you 2 scars over there, and then you have it permanently.
Well, I have one. It's just my hair. My hair is
too.
Yeah,
I tried to light a cigarette with a stove.
Because you saw it on TV.
I was super drunk. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Trying to light a cigarette over a
This
stove.
With it still in your
said I
mouth?
tried to light a
Yeah.
cigarette with the
Is it
stove.
this shit right here?
Yeah.
My eyebrow won't go brack.
Brack.
Go brack.
It wouldn't go brack.
That shit wouldn't go brack.
No.
Oh man.
But I mean, that's how I had it. Shout out to Freddie.
For
he used to-
stabbing you?
No, he gave me the first 2 cuts when I was like 13, and he's like, yo, what happened here? And I was like, oh, I had stitches here. The hair doesn't grow. So he's like, oh, and I was like, all right, I'm rocking with it. I do miss that. That's the one thing I do miss. And maybe my earrings.
Moral of my story: don't light a cigarette over a stove.
But
yeah,
yeah,
I remember one time the barber was like, "You want me to do your eyebrows?" I got so mad at him. I'm like, "No, get the fuck out of here!" Touch my eyebrows.
but I feel like you don't even have hair on your eyebrows to begin with because your hair
That's why
is
he got
so
mad
light.
at him. He's like, trying to
got
rip
rid of
me
my
off?
shit. Yeah.
No,
Like
like,
$5.
Like they were like trip, like they would try to get like I'm like,
Oh,
nah.
thin?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
nah.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
Nah, he didn't.
Shout out to the Puerto Ricans.
Shout out to all my
word.
Puerto Ricans.
Those are the
Puerto
first
Rican
people.
mommies.
Puerto Ricans
We
were the
love
first people
you.
that I seen do eyebrows, and like I was just like, "Oh, you did your eyebrows?" But I was like hesitant to ask because I was like, "Yo,"
Yeah.
because I knew them, and I'm like, well, I might
Like,
get into a fight right now. I'm like, "Yo, you did your eyebrows?" He'd be like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "All right, cool." Like I guess so.
I was like,
Yeah.
But it was
you don't
mad. It was
understand,
mad.
Bobby.
It was mad tiny. And then I met my friend Gonzo. He was from Boston, and he's Puerto Rican. And like I remember when the Marine Corps, I'm like, "Yo, you just do your eyebrows?" And he was like, "Yeah."
See.
He's like, "I do them all the time." And I'm like, "Why?" like he's like, "Yo, man, it's gotta look good." And I'm like, "You just get a shape up, bro. Just call it a day." And he was like, "Nah, man, I gotta do this." And apparently, and then that's when I seen a lot of Dominicans dudes were doing them.
Yeah.
After a while, then a lot of Colombian kids were doing them, and
And a
they're
lot of Guyanese kids are doing them.
yo, Guyanese kids are going like fucking pinto thin.
I mean, whatever makes them happy, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've never seen that.
They got the little marker.
Nah,
I've
whatever
never seen
makes
that.
it. Yo, my thing is, do whatever you do to make yourself happy, but don't
Do.
lie about it. You know what I'm saying? If
Word.
you use a filter, just say, "Yo, this is not my face. I'm using a filter." I don't think we would care.
Some people will.
Some people will.
I think so. People
Yeah.
go mad hard at it. Like that's
Yeah.
not hard as a filter.
No. I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy. Hopefully, they implement that rule here too, because that way it could build. I think it would build a lot of confidence in people, because you should be, happy with the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Like God made you. I don't want to get God involved, but you were made.
Nah, but there's some ugly people in the world. There's ugly babies. Yo, we
There are
need.
ugly
Yo, that's
babies.
what we need. Yo, fuck the filters. We need to have a society like if you have an ugly baby, people should be like, yo, that baby kind of ugly.
Be truthful about it.
That
I bet
is
he's gonna be
facts.
smart.
But I don't know. I don't think I could ever say a baby's ugly.
I can.
I'm soft when it comes to kids. You guys know that already.
I hope so.
I was just punting kids, so
Hey yo, the fuck? Pause that.
Okay,
You could use
on that
You
note.
could use
that
so many
note.
different words, and you're like, oh,
I'm soft when it comes to.
Yeah, you shouldn't say
Yeah,
stuff like
keep
that.
saying it,
Stop
man.
repeating it.
So okay, fine. What would you guys say?
when it comes
I
to
would-
kids, I have a soft spot.
That's
That's
even worse.
soft spot is better than
Yeah,
than I'm
that's
soft.
better.
Okay, fine. I have a soft spot when it comes to kids.
Nah, when you
Nah,
say
you
it's
can't
weird,
say-
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're pulling
Yo,
your
bring in
hands
the
out.
fucking outro. Number 2.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Thanks for joining us on this crazy episode, like they all are.
Yeah.
Episode 22.
Welcome to episode 22, where I got violated for no reason.
Not welcome. It's the end of the episode, stupid.
Stop being dumb.
Exactly.
Oh man. So we're gonna get into the song picks.
Word.
Yo,
Soon
he can never
time.
say
Yo,
it
what
correctly. What's up?
That was the worst outro ever.
What?
Yo, even this outro sounds like it's slowed down. You hear it?
Maybe you did something with these knobs or something.
It does seem slow.
It is slower.
Yeah.
Yo, but didn't it sound like that when you played the other way?
No.
Try turning one of those knobs on the.
Okay.
No, those are just volume controls for the headphones.
Not those. Over it.
Those are
No, these
volume
are
controls for the headphones.
Yo, but just over it.
But yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining us, guys.
Yo, is all our songs gonna be like that?
I hope so.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well,
hold
my
on.
song is slower. Like
Press
fair
it. Pause
warning.
it. Oh.
Stay tuned for the pick of the weeks.
Let us
Yes.
know what you thought of this episode. Apparently, this outro was whack. But
Subscribe.
like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Dune.
All right. So we're gonna.
Look out for our